Hello, everybody. We are once again with our Age of Antiquity campaign, and currently our players looks like they just got done getting Geshwin's village or property back to her. You guys fought some lizardmen. You fought the gigantic dragon turtle that now currently rests as a protector of the mimic village. And we also got to meet several individuals in the tree domain, such as Levi, as you guys remember. But currently we have Alfreda and we have Twig with us right now. The rest of the crew will be coming in over time, but currently we got the ladies here, and we'll just continue on with them until just things come up. So is there anything from last session we need to talk about, figure out? Um, I know we should have gotten your character leveled up, Twig, with with you slaying a monster, so that from your
Yeah.
decimation thing, you had done that. We'll worry about we'll get the leveling at some other point. I don't think it'll be necessary right now because of all the setup.
Yeah, and I couldn't remember. Did we finally slay the turtle? Because it's still
The
on the board.
turtle was slain, revivified, and now it's currently sitting in the pond as
That's
a
right.
protector.
Protector. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I
I
saw it
think
and
his
I
name
was
is
like, wait a minute.
I think his name is Kraken. I think that's what he's called.
Yes, I think she called him Kraken.
Yes, that was his name.
Okay, so cool. So with that, you guys have saved the Mimic Village. Of course, they thank you. Geshwin's now in charge of it. You guys were able to go into the manor to find the riches in a little bit. But currently, as you guys are sitting there chatting, um, your good friend Feng Shui finally shows up. He appears out of the trees and says, "I'm so sorry. I'm I'm not allowed to intervene with." He kind of like hesitates and he like looks at you two and says, "Can I tell you two something?"
Sure thing.
Sure.
Yeah. He looks at you and says, "I am a messenger for the Jade Emperor." So he tells you that he's from the Heaven Domain, where the Jade Emperor would reside. Because currently there's the spirit and then there's the body of the Jade Emperor. Currently there's no body, but the spirit always remains. And that's why you see Feng Shui never helps you out in battle. Because he's not allowed to, effectively. Because
So is he kind of like in spirit form? Sort
no,
of?
no, no. He's real and full blooded. Like he is what you would call a cultivation warrior. So he cultivated his body to the point to where he effectively became godlike, and
Oh.
mortal affairs are no longer they're like trivial matters to him. It's like, oh, why would I worry about the poor or the rich? They're all the same in my eyes. Like until you get to the heaven domain, I don't have any jurisdiction. It's effectively why he's trying to explain to you two.
Gotcha. Well, I'm kind of used to that because of where I'm from, so it's okay. I get it.
Yeah. So he nods, and he, as he's talking to you while he's chilling on the roof, he tells you that he just received a message. If you two would like to hear it,
Yes, please.
Yes.
so he has this phoenix in his hand, and it's kind of cooing. And you see him. He unfurls the back end of its tail, where it turns into scrolls. This is a messenger from the fire domain. And he reads out loud to you, "Tonight, there will be or tonight begins the fire festival. This is a great and joyous event that takes place for about a week in the fire domain. And this is a invite to the domain itself that you guys are able to go to. You already had the ability to go to the fire domain, but this is pretty much your get in ticket. Nobody's going to question you while you're there type of deal.
Gotcha,
And he
gotcha.
explains to you that there's going to be a great auction, many legendary, exciting, and exotic things are going to be brought up to the auction house. And
Ooh.
it is going to be held And Feng Shui looks at you. He tries to translate it, and eventually he says, "A man named Covetous has arrived in the warring kingdoms, and he has brought many a goods, and they are to be traded at the auction house tonight." Um, so that gives you guys just a little bit of insight on what's happening in the fire domain, and he
Sorry.
tells you that there's a picture that somebody, it was a hand-drawn picture, and he says one of the highlights that are being sold at tonight's auction, and he shows you the tapestry in his hands. You know this image. It's a dragon's egg.
It's a picture of a dragon's egg?
Yes, like it's a hand-drawn, like it's a picture of a gigantic dragon egg, and Covetous is standing to the right of it. So somehow, in the small time that Covetous has been in this dome in China, he has obtained a dragon's egg.
Didn't
And
we
Really
Rose-
interesting. I'm
and
interested in a
Rose-
dragon's egg.
didn't one of us have a quest?
Oh
to
yeah,
get
that's my
the-
quest. I'm quite interested in this egg.
Yeah, and you know by Covetous being here that he's a pretty sketchy guy. Something might be up. And currently with the both of you, you guys can, if you want to, Feng Shui says, we can get you to the fire domain. I'll catch your friends up when I can. Would you guys like to go on ahead to head to the fire domain? Is there anything in particular you want to do?
I would love to head to the fire domain.
Yep, same.
Before you leave Twig, Hariah, he bounds up to you and kind of whimpers in that fox-like voice, and he drops he has a whistle in his mouth, and it looks like he wants to hand it to you.
What you got there, boy?
He just and he like drops the whistle slash flute. It's a wind instrument. You can tell by that, and you remember this wind instrument. It was handcrafted by Levi, and you see that it that has an inscription on it that only you can read, and it says, for my twig. This flute, if you play it, Levi will hear it, and he will appear to your side.
Perfect.
As fast as he can, of course.
I put it on a string and I put it around my neck and wear it as a necklace.
Nice. Okay, and with that Feng Shui, you see him pull out the Ginseng, and he ding dong ding ding just starts playing it, and you guys are going to make your way to the center of balance. So once again, you guys arrive to this to the center of balance where all the domains are laid out to you. Unfortunately, at this time, each one of the domains is sealed off, including water and now forest. It seems like all the tension is being aimed towards the fire domain. And is there anything you guys want to talk about before you head into the fire domain? Any plans, actions, anything you guys want to do in particular?
Well, I know. So, was it you, Rose, that had the quest of getting one item from the Emperor?
No, that's a Lyra.
That was a Lyra. Okay.
Yeah,
So, I
mine
didn't
is
know-
to get the egg. I need the egg.
You need
Well,
the
you
egg.
need the dragon scale to finish the quest, but the dragon's egg would put you at the upper echelons for Artemis.
So I need both?
You don't need both. If you
So
get
at the very
dragon
least, I
scale-
need the scale, but at the most, I really want the egg.
Yeah, if you get the scale, you're good. But if you get the dragon's egg, you're good and more. So you can
Because
get either or.
You get the dragon, and if the dragon hatches, you can get a scale off the dragon.
Well, I have to give the egg to Artemis. So she'll technically get a hatchet, but possibly she'll gift it to me. I don't know.
That would be cool to have another
And a
familiar.
little
You'd have a
dragon.
dragon. Mother of dragons.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. But yeah, so currently, like I said, the rest of your team will eventually join you. Unfortunately, Ilara will not be with us tonight due to power problems. So it looks like it'll just be you four.
Oh,
Just gotta
Okay.
wait for Yep, we just gotta wait for Morphas and Yami. But until then, we get to go to the fire domain. So you see once again Feng Shui. He plays his Ginseng, ding 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 ding, still playing it again. And you see just a giant portal opens up, and you guys get sucked into it. And now you guys get to be the first ones to see the fire domain.
Ooh.
Also, did you see Morphas's message? He's stuck in traffic.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be trying to get here around 4:30.
That's
Yeah.
so funny that he's just like pissed on the highway, like staring at the car in front of him, like I'm supposed to be in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. So, welcome to the fire domain.
Seems very Fire Nation esque. I'm getting some
I
super.
was just saying that. Oh my god.
Oh, we need to talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender and Harry Potter later, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, so you chatty Cathy's. You guys
Sorry.
show up. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just about that, so you need to enjoy it. So you guys arrive at the fire domain. This, once again, is the domain of the particular leader of the Council of Nine. So there are 9 individual leaders. They lead in a not oligarchish type deal, but there's 9 influential individuals that come and go that suits the need of the fire kingdom or the fire domain effectively. So you can either be super rich, you can be super popular, you can be super like a warlord that there is influence to joining the council.
Lord Zuko. Oh my gosh, I butchered that. Lord Zuko.
Some fan you
Yeah,
are.
so Zuko is also my cat's name, so don't. It's just very serendipitous if I start shouting it.
Nope. You need to do everything you can. Give me one
Oh my god.
second. Because I, like a ding dong, forgot to name this place. And I can tell you what each one of the landmarks is, so you guys can get an idea about it. I just need to pull out your characters.
Ooh,
So
that means we're gonna be here a little while.
Yep, exactly. You're getting
fine.
it now.
Which is fine because they're still not here, so that would give us time to like figure out what every number is.
So with that, I'm pretty much just gonna type out what everything is. But once again, as you arrive to the fire domain, you guys can just see the do I have the tab? Sorry, because I know if I hit enter, it'll submit it.
So I'm a level 6 right now. So can we take a moment to fix that? Because it's saying I'm still a level 5.
Oh yeah. If you want to fix your sheet like on D&D Beyond and submit it to me, we can level you up. Now, technically, Rose, you're also supposed to be leveled up because you guys.
We all got a level up. When did that happen?
Last session.
I didn't realize we got a reward after. Whoop whoop.
Yeah. So technically, Twig, you're getting 2 levels. You'll be level 7.
Holy moly!
And then, because it's you and Geshwin should be level 7, and the rest are level 6. So while I get this typed out, so this way you guys have like a chart. Because I forgot all about that.
No, you're good. Sorry, I'm eating chips right now. If y'all can hear that, just let me know. I
can't hear it. You're all good, girl.
Okay, good. So how do I go in here and edit that?
I'm doing it right now, so I'll walk you through it.
Okay.
So I believe it is manage character levels. So if you, next to your character name, like if you click into their character sheet, you'll see manage and it'll pop up with the side pane.
Hold on, I had to
Sorry.
sign in. Okay, let's see. Manage.
So click manage and that side pane will come up, and click the first one.
Characters and levels?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then go to, so I'd be a level 7 now, so I'm going to go ahead and change that to a level 7. Okay.
And then keep following it through, because some things change every time that you level up. So it'll, like D&D and Beyond will walk you through the parts that will have changed.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. That's the update. That's the lexicon. Okay, cool.
Do I need to roll again?
Mm-mm.
Shouldn't have to roll for it. I'm gonna get some more.
Strength, dexterity, and intelligence, and all that stuff. I think it automatically does it, right?
Yeah.
When you level, okay.
I just found a super cool spell that has been sitting in my spell book.
Ooh.
I don't update this nearly enough.
How do you do that? Update your spells and all that?
So still in that same page that you were, where you would have upgraded your level, it'll default to class features. So right under where it says your class, and then if you have spells right next to it, it should say spells. So you can click that and it'll show you the spells that you have and whatever ones that you can add.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay, I'm back. I got myself some water. That gives me also time to do some other shenanigans.
All right, and I'm posting this in the chat for you, TK.
Thank you. Makes it just a little.
Give me just a second. Give me just a second. My Nana's calling me.
No problem, no problem.
Honestly, I kind of like that this is a workshop hour.
Yeah, like I said, I knew the first time we were going to do this was going to be like a little bit on the slow side.
Yeah.
But it's also with the July weekend. Like, what did we expect? I'm still surprised we're still playing all together. But nah, I'm happy. I know Ruby's been talking about this all week because she's like, I need a little bit of D&D in my life. I need to just roll some dice.
I feel her. I feel like nothing changed when I leveled up. Does that happen sometimes?
Unfortunately, yes. There are some. Which link did you send me, Rose?
I sent you a.
You sent me your
my
Google
D&D
Drive.
Beyond.
Nope.
Oh no, that's weird. Why is that there? Hold on, let me delete that. Thank you.
Now sitting there going, that's a weird link. Google
Yeah,
Drive,
nope, that
okay.
was a weird link. Hold on. Shareable link. Like, I did this the first time. Let's see if it does it again. Hold on. That's better.
Okay, let me copy that. Let me delete your old one. Put in the new one. But yeah, like I said, there are just times where like it feels like just kind of nothing happened. That's why I like Pathfinder, because effectively almost every level just it feels like something's happening. Like if you don't get like a stat up, you'll get like a feat. If you don't get a feat, you'll get something else.
Oh, I see.
It just feels a
Gotcha.
little bit more consistent, because I think that's I love 5e. I love 5th edition, but I don't know. It just sometimes it just feels off, because I think it's levels like 7, 11, 13. Like those are like major spike points.
Gotcha. So
Whenever it
next
comes
time I
to
level
any
up, it's gonna be huge.
typically,
Okay.
it doesn't happen all the time, but it can happen. Okay, let me upgrade
I'm
your
back.
HP.
I knew that when I leveled up to 5, it was kind of big.
There you go. Level 6. Good. Change that. And there you go. Now even the sheet says level 6. Okay, but if you did see in the chat for the Forge, I did post the lexicon, so you guys can be like, oh, you want to go to this place, or this place.
Awesome, awesome.
If you can see it. If not, I can repost it.
It's right here in the Foundry chat, yeah.
Okay, cool. Like I said, feel free if you want to go check out anything, kill some time, whatever.
Prison Warden Guild House.
I am still doing the level, the spell thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Guild houses, guest house, fire tower, arena, religious house, temple of aggression. No market?
There's always a market. There's always, places like that. So you can just always kind of go to it. I didn't feel like marking it in a particular place.
Gotcha. Well, I'd like to buy some scrolls, please.
Okay, you want to buy scrolls? I gotcha. Because you want to start inscribing stuff into scrolls, I assume.
I do.
Yeah, I completely forgot that was an option for a lot, because a lot of people are just like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, no, I'll scribe some stuff. Get some
Okay,
little
like I said,
like bombs going out. Hand them to Morphast.
okay, so spell scroll. You're trying to make your own. Okay. So with a spell scroll itself, you can find some vendors, and you'll need like the paper, you'll need like the charcoal, because you have to write it down and everything. And they're like, it'll be 20 gold per scroll.
Okay, so let me do.
Um,
I think I'm gonna
just in
start
case
off
you
with
want
5 scrolls. So let me spend a cool 100.
Okay, cool. Just
You
to
said it
let
was
you
20,
know,
right? Not 25?
20.
20, yeah. So let me get 5.
Yeah, because the gentleman, he takes your gold, he bows to you real low to the ground. He says, "Thank you, miss. You have made the fire festival a a great one." And he hands you a golden ticket.
Okay.
Yep. And he looks at you, and you probably have that like, okay, what's this? And he looks and says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. You must be new around here. Every year we have the raffle. If you win the raffle, something special will be yours." And he
Ooh.
bows once again. So there's a raffle going on. So if you buy stuff, you might get raffle tickets.
I got a golden ticket.
Yeah. just to let you know, Rose. I wonder if I can copy this right quick and post it into the chat. If you can make spell scrolls, if you put particular leveled spells in there, like a level, you see right there, like a level 3 wizard spell, that'll sell for 500 gold.
It'll sell for that much?
Well, yeah, like a level 3 spell will give you 500 gold.
So I can sell it to, like, I can barter it to somebody.
Correct.
Ooh.
So
You know what?
have
Let me spend another 100 on scroll stuff.
Okay.
So I'll have 10 sets in total.
Okay. Now the thing about it is you have to spend time to inscribe spells into the scroll. Okay. So you're not gonna be able to break the system immediately. What you're going to do is I need you to roll me a d4.
Oh, we're paused.
Okay. Ooh, give me a second. There we go.
There we go.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna be spending about 2 hours. I need you to roll me another d4, please. Okay. You can put up in total a level 2 spell. So you can put 2 level 1 spells or make 1 level 2 spell
Per scroll?
into a scroll. What's that?
Per scroll, so I can have 2 level 1 spells on one scroll?
No, each scroll will have its own. Like you can put like a level 1 spell onto one scroll, and then the other one has to have, you can use the same spell. It's just you have to separate them. Like, only one spell per scroll, if that makes sense.
And the highest it can be is level 2.
Correct.
Okay.
And so
There's that thing that you sent. Sorry.
Oh, what was that?
The number, what each one is. I don't see that.
Oh yeah. I'll send it again.
Okay.
Give me a second.
It's
So,
in Age of Iniquity, right?
No.
No. It's in the. Sorry, TK.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it in Age of Antiquity just so it can be like a quick reference.
Okay.
Will we
or you posted it in the actual game?
Yeah, if you go to the, where the fist icon to do combat is, to the left of that, you just go to chat log.
Okay.
But I also did post it on Discord just in case.
Okay, so
look
where's
at you,
one?
level 7. Look at you being a ball of fire.
Firehouse is 2.
And you have 30
Crazy
HP now.
Lord.
I can fix your HP.
And can I put a cantrip in a scroll?
I don't think cantrips go into scrolls. If
Okay.
I'm mistaken. Well, if you do, they're worth nothing because cantrips are literally spells that you spend all day doing. That effectively you can just always use them. So you can, if you want, just
I can't sell it.
Yeah, effectively you can't sell it.
Okay.
If you want to make it a little bit easier on yourself, I'll let you have a free cantrip every time you do a scroll session.
Okay, awesome. Because I figure I can gift those ones to Morfast.
Yeah, because I gotta remind him he's got to use his spell thief if he wants to be a spell thief.
He has some cool, I have so many cool spells that he never steals from me.
Yeah, and it's just like, come on, because I'm sitting there going, come on, because this session definitely more for him because it's covetous, that's like his mortal enemy, stuff like that.
Because when I pick spells, I think about it just so that way Morfast can steal it. Like, what would be most effective if we used it twice in a round?
Yeah, eventually, because like I said, whatever you like. If you use power word kill, he gets power word kill. Like just eventually, it's gonna get pretty crazy.
And I was so upset. I was like, he doesn't even know what my shatter can do the one time he ever stole a spell.
Did you get my sheet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Are you updating it now?
Yeah, I just updated your character. Health wise, I need to get your level wise for that. And then let me see if there's anything spell wise that I can
Did my dexterity and wisdom go up? Because
your dexterity and wisdom are the same.
I thought it was supposed to go up when you leveled up.
Not all the time. Like that like I said, that's the thing about 5th edition. It's just, certain levels, just nothing happens.
Yeah, like I literally got nothing. No new spell slots, no like HP, nothing.
Oh, I got level 4 spells. So
I think that came with I think that came with 7 though.
yeah.
Like your level 7 upgrade, whereas I'm only at level 6.
Oh yeah. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I'm getting those in right now. Oh, but are there any particular areas you would like to visit, Twig? You can always call in Levi if you wish, just to have him around. It's up to you.
Let me see. I think the place that really caught my eye was the religious blah blah blah. What's it called? Religious house, which is
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, the religious house is number. Oh, that's number 8. So number 8. That's where any of the talking around, asking around. The religious house is just where the people that that's pretty much where the religious people go and sleep at night. Like that's not their temple, but that's where they stay. Like that's where they bunk. If that makes any sense.
Oh, I thought it was actual. Never mind. I'm not interested
Now,
anymore.
number 9, that's the actual temple. That's the temple of aggression. It's to the left of your character. If you want to go over there.
Yes, I will go over there. Love aggression.
Yep.
Crystal Vein. What's Crystal Vein? Oh yeah, now I'm gonna go there. Never mind.
So you ask around, trying to figure out the different places. An elderly Chinese man, he hands you a map. You toss him like a single gold or whatever. And the crystal vein, as he explains it to you, it's like, that's where we go and mine out the fire gems. There's different gems inside of that cavern. So like emeralds, the fire crystals themselves. And he holds up a fire crystal and he says, watch this. He crushes it, he throws it. As he crushes it, you see him blow it out from his hand and you see it erupts into fire. He's like,
hey, that makes me think of the show Ruby with the crystal, the dust.
Yeah. Look at you catching on real quick, spoiling my spoils.
I often think that I miss so many of TK's references because I know there's a shit ton in here.
Yes.
But
yeah, definitely will be leaving the Fire Nation with some crystals for sure.
Yeah, he tells you that, people are allowed to go mine from it. You might have to pay a fee, but you're allowed to go in there.
What's the fee? I pay it right now. Who do I go to pay?
There's some guards that are sitting out front. Like you see like a couple of like important looking administration people. So
ooh, they're kind of cute.
Yeah, you see a bunch of well-dressed young gentlemen following this older guy. The older guy's like Fung, you go over there and you do that. Wing, you go over there and you do that. And it's just an old man giving out orders to the younger guys. And he looks at you and says, "Oh, I did not have enough time for you. Excuse me, miss." And he like walks away from you. And Wong, he runs back and says, "I'm so sorry, ma'am. 1,000 apologies from the fire domain.
I
How
was
can I help
about
you
to
today?"
stop him in his tracks and be like, excuse you, do you know who the heck you're talking to?
You see the old man continue to say, "I have no time for this. I have no time for this." You see him jump in the air, whirl, and turn into a fire phoenix and fly off towards the center tower. And once again, you turn around and you see Wong. He's got the gesture for forgiveness out towards you. He says, "I am so sorry. Imperial Chow, he's so busy today. Please, how can I make up for this? Hey, what can I do to help?"
Well, my friend and I are here exploring, but I currently want to go into the cave and explore the crystals, possibly mine crystals. And I was told that there would be a fee.
Yeah, he looks and says, "Please, I will give you a discount for today. You have to apologize. We have, And so for his apologies, he's like, it'll be 500 gold."
Do I have 500 gold? Let me check my sheet.
I think you have 5,000.
Why? Yeah, I think I have 1,361 left, but it's being weird. It says I have 361.
Yeah, because I remember, I think, yes.
Oh, hold on,
Even
I'm fixing
after
it.
you got the money from the gladiator?
Oh, wait, did we?
Yeah,
you're
you
supposed to
put
get
in
5,000.
1,000 and you got, I think it was 5 times back. So you should have 5,000 just from that alone.
Yeah, so in total, you should have 6,361.
6,361. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Oh my gosh.
Got you, girl.
Oh,
Thank you.
For you that are here, you see before you continue conversation. We'll finish up with this conversation real quick, and then we'll get to this next one that's about to come
Oh, you're
up.
good.
So he looks at you and he says, 500, please.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Here you go, sir.
normally to mine here it costs 5,000, but you get the mine for gems, and effectively you might get your money back. You might strike even really good, or you just
Well, I'm hoping I strike really good because I would be sharing with my group.
Yeah, he nods and says, "Camaraderie is a great thing we seek here in the Fire Kingdom. For the fire binds us all together." And he graciously accepts your 500 gems. You see him draw
Excuse
a
me.
rune.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let him finish his
So
thing
he
first.
draws a rune on your hand and Alfreda's. And he says, "With this, you can go into the crystal vein. Now, once you leave, the mark goes away and you'll have to pay your way back in." Okay?
Okay, so if we want to accumulate as much as we can, because if
you.
not, before you leave, can I get your name, please?
He tells you his name. He looks at you and says, "My name is Wong. Wong."
Well, I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate the apology, but it's not you who should be apologizing. But I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
He looks at you and says, "Unfortunately, I know you're new around here. That, as I pointed out, is one of our imperial leaders for the fire domain. Effectively, the way it works around here is whatever he says goes, and he
Monarchy.
Pretty much he's just a head guy, and the head guy gets to do whatever he wants. Yeah, everybody kind of knows that.
Okay, and his name, so I can find him later.
Imperial Fu.
Imperial Fu. Good. He owes me an apology. Thank you. You have a great day, sir.
Yeah. He nods and says, "Thank you once again. 1,000 thanks for you."
Did someone just join us?
Yes, it is Eddie.
Yay!
What?
Welcome.
Looks like you got here just in time.
Eddie, you're on mute.
Oh,
You guys hear me?
before I forget.
Oh, now I hear
I
you.
just-
Yep.
would you like to see Wong before he leaves? I hadn't gotten his character set up, but now I have it set up.
Oh yeah, let's see
Yes,
Wong.
I would like to see. Yes.
Okay, give me 1 second. Uploading his penge, his PNG. Ooh.
You might have to reset his mic. He can't hear us. That's what I had to do. I had to unplug my mic piece and plug it back into the laptop. And you said his name was Wong?
Yeah.
Okay.
WONG. Come on.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, we can fill him in.
Yeah, because we can get Eddie in here right quick before you guys wander into the cave.
Yes, let's do that. Let's fill him in. Who else are we waiting on?
Yami,
I
she'll
think
be
it's
here in
Yami.
another 15.
Okay. Do we want to wait till she gets in?
She'll be here I think 16 odd minutes. So we can go on ahead with this. Like I said, it's nothing major.
Okay.
But there's Wong. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. He's giving me Black Butler vibes. Sebastian.
He reminds me of my new friend, actually.
Yeah,
Oh?
you're talking about Wei.
Wei. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's Wong and Wei?
Currently. So you have a friend Wong, you have Wei, you have Fong, and you have Levi.
You should see if Wong will kiss your hand, Twig.
Yeah. I don't think Levi would like that.
Oh, Eddie's gone. But
He may be having the same issues I was having a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so whenever Eddie gets back, he'll just join you guys. We'll just go on ahead. So Wong, he opens up the door for you. You see him. He bends the fire throughout the door because the door's actually cylinders, and as the flame is being poured through it, it's moving the cylinders, heating it up, and the door starts to part, and you guys are able to walk inside of it. And he says, "Welcome to the fire vein. You guys get to make your way inside."
Ooh.
Whoa, this place is cool.
That is some cool
Can you hear us?
stuff.
Can you hear us now? We can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good.
Oh,
Can you hear us?
Finally. I am so sorry.
You're absolutely fine. It happens.
All right, cool.
Just trying to get everybody. And then we'll get you caught up right quick, Eddie. You know, we'll go back to the previous scene, just waiting for you to log into the forge. And then we'll get you caught up.
I am in now.
Cool.
Did you edit your character sheet? Level yourself up?
Nope.
Okay. You can do that real quick
That's
while we're filling you in.
crazy important, but you know, at the end, for you, Eddie, you know, level up your character, all that jazz. I don't think anything major happens anyway.
I didn't realize. I think I might have had to leave a little early. So I didn't realize we leveled up last time.
No, I didn't tell anybody but Ruby, so that's my bad.
Yeah. I didn't say
um,
anything I wanted him to because he's the dungeon master.
She's like, I knew, but I wasn't going to reveal.
No. And no worries. I don't know any of the details on each of these. I'm completely oblivious to. So the only thing I knew about was the level up.
Yeah. Like I say, even though I'm the dungeon master and I know Ruby, I might talk about certain things, but like I think the thing we were talking about, I just didn't do at all. I did this.
Yep.
Okay, so Eddie's in here now. So Eddie, this is the fire domain, as you can see. why they're here today is Fung. He got a message by a phoenix carrier, and in the scroll of its tail, you guys learn that Covetous has made his way to China, and currently he's in the fire domain for the festival, and he is going to be in charge of the auction that is going to be taking place, where legendary and special artifacts, creatures are going to be on the exhibit to be bought. And in the picture that was drawn to be like an eye catcher for the event, you guys got to see a gigantic dragon's egg, and to the right of that was Covetous himself. So, Eddie, with that, you now know Covetous has made his way to the fire domain. So you might be able to get a little bit of your balancing act if you catch my drift.
Oh, I do.
Yep. And currently, what the ladies were doing, just as you were joining in the chat, if you can see it, I posted the lexicon of things to do, and they're about to make their way inside the crystal vein. Imperial Fu and his group of advisors were walking past Twig when she went to go ask for entrance, and she was rudely dismissed by Imperial Fu as he flew off, and behind was left Wong, who has received the payment to go inside of the cave. And currently, with that, you guys are now going to make your way inside, where inside this cave, there'll be rare and valuable gems and jewels and a lot of other stuff. And it's pretty much a get what you can get, for your time.
I'm also going. I think I just put two and two together. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can tell me no, they're not the same. But you said that Fong, I think you said his name was, when he flew, he like turned into a phoenix and flew off. Was he the same phoenix that landed on what's his name's arm that gave us the clearance to get here?
No,
Free ticket
that
to
was
get.
a
Okay.
baby phoenix. He, as you saw, was easily standing at like 8 foot tall. Like he is a majestic looking phoenix.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, you gave us the invite here, and you're gonna turn around and be rude to me?
Nah.
Like, I don't think he put two and two together or who we are, but okay. But we are gonna have to make our way to Mr. Fong later, more fast, because he owes me an apology.
I did put it in chat. His name is Fu. F-U.
Oh, Fu. Sorry, Fu. Excuse me. Fong. I'm gonna call him Fong.
Hopefully you catch that that little thing as well. Is it F-U, Fu? He's rude.
Fu. Yeah. I was just about to say that. F-U, Fu.
Yeah. So with that, you guys will make your way into the fire vein, and with that, also Alfreda bought some spell scrolls, so she can put some spells in scrolls and maybe sell them, maybe give them out. Okay, and with that, you guys are now inside of the fire vein.
Oh,
you
wow.
guys go around. You can try to excavate for some gems. You can try to interact with certain things. It's up to you. Do be careful because there are creatures about. Even as the hellish pit, creatures do live throughout this domain as well.
Okay. Well, I am going to use my wings and fly over this pit of lava over here where these skulls are, because I see some ginormous gems.
No problem. Where would you like to go, Alfreda? Because each of you are going to kind of go to like your own little mining area, because you don't want to mine off of each other.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna put him over here because he can't fly over like I can.
I'll check out this little. I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna be over here in this area.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check out whatever these little things are.
Like everything's like chained. It's like a conveyor belt almost. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, these are just little walking platforms and everything. So there are chains around that just hold the place together because it's a little bit active. There might be some explosions. Okay, so with that, we're gonna go with you, Twig. I need you to roll me a D100, please.
D100. Just
All
one?
right. That's the one on the far right, the D100.
Yep. Wait, did I?
Yeah, you did.
I
it,
rolled
right?
it for Hariath, but it's fine.
Nah, it's fine. As well as, don't you guys forget, because Morphast is with you, because his god is the god of balance, and in that nature. While in the Warring State of China, your D100 rolls will have a +10. So
So
currently,
do I need
you
to
actually
roll
got
again?
nope, you got an 80. Um, so with that, you go over to these gigantic monolith-looking gems. You see them pulsating, almost like they're alive. And you go ting, 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 ting. Even Hariath with like a little shovel or a little pickaxe tries to help you as well. And as he's barking
That's
about,
adorable.
you manage to excavate a 3-foot blood crystal.
Whoa.
Yeah. So you managed to thwack it pretty well. So you get a 3-foot blood crystal.
Oh my goodness. So is that gonna go in my bag?
It's gonna go in your bag. You might have to grind it down and sell components of it to Wong when you're leaving. But, like I said, he'll be able to exchange it for you, or you can use the blood crystal if you wish. But might have to grind it down, of course.
Okay.
Okay, with you, more fast, I need you to roll me D100. Don't forget to add your 10. That is a 62. Cool. As you are going around, you actually see that these are chests. That, the little eyeball-looking icons, they're actually chests. Would you like to dig around in any of them? Currently, you see a blue, a yellow, a red, blue, red, red.
Yeah, let's take a look at the yellow one.
Okay. As you check out the yellow one, it is looking towards this blue one. You are able to open it up, and inside of it, you see a fist-sized yellowish gem, and you can see what looks like to be a slit in it, and it seems to be looking. It seems to be wandering, and it seems to be looking for something.
An eyeball?
It is a eyeball. It is a crystal eyeball gem. If you want to as well more fast, you can go into the blue gem box if you wish.
That
Okay.
sounds dangerous, but yes.
As you open up that one, you find a corresponding blue crystal eyeball gem. And hello, Yami, hello. We'll get you caught up in a second, okay?
No problem. I'm still logging into everything. I ran.
Yep. No problem. We'll finish up with this right quick, and then we'll get you in. So,
Or I would've
as
too.
you look at this blue gem, when you look through the blue gem, all of a sudden your vision blurs, and you see what the yellow gem sees, and vice versa. So with these
Whoa.
gems, you are able to, if one person has one and the other person has another, you can see through each other's eyes.
That would be so useful in combat.
That's awesome.
As you try to put the gem away in like a satchel or a Chester tells you, they're not. I get a weird feeling from these. He thinks about it for a couple seconds, and you're still trying to put these gems into your bag and everything, and you see Wong he appears by your side. And he says, "Oh, I'm sorry. These are unique. You have to eat them. Like
What?
they're like rock crystals. When you eat one of them, somebody eats the other one. If that makes sense."
Oh, I know the perfect person who would eat anything.
So just remind yourself you have the blue and yellow gem. Whoever eats whichever one and the other one gets eaten, they'll be able to see out of each other's eyes.
So is that
Consensually.
like is that like a constant thing, or is that like a just kind of like a
Whenever
one-time thing?
you
Kind of
can,
like
you
Alice
can
in Wonderland when she eats it, she strengths or grows kind of thing.
no, it's permanent, but it's consensual. Like when Morphass, if he was to eat one and he'd say he gave it to Rose, he would go into the state of trying to see what she sees, and vice versa. For example,
It's so cool.
yeah. And with that, Wong he steps back over.
What happens if I
Oh,
eat both of them?
What's that?
What happens if I eat both of them?
Wong tells you if you eat one, the other one will be repulsive. You'll refuse to eat it.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's hang out with Rose right quick. All right, Rose, I need you to roll me a D100 plus 10.
Alrighty.
76. Nice. You're over here. You see like this broken like conveyor belt, like this wall. You see all the chains. You see everything kind of going around, and you see Hugs. He jumps from your satchel, and he makes his way over to this insignificant looking rock, and he looks at you and like bats his eyes really quickly and like keeps looking towards this insignificant rock.
Suddenly it seems quite significant, and I'm going to inspect the rock.
When you pick up the rock, it's just a rock. Like there's nothing. It's not even hot to the touch. It's just sitting there doing nothing. But you see Hugs is now trying to climb up your leg, still batting his eyes very quickly at you.
I'm going to try and offer Hugs the rock.
Yeah. So you offer him the rock, and with one bite, he gulps it in, and you can see he starts to glow, and in the center of his stomach, you start to see this reddish hue take over his body, and then eventually it fades away, and you see Hugs. He retracts himself into his turtle shell. And you notice it start to spin. And as you see him spin, he releases fire. He has been upgraded with that gem.
Your turtle is now a dragon.
He evolved!
Yeah. Hugs is now classified. Something you didn't know about because actually I forgot to do this while we were there. Hugs is a dragon turtle.
He's a dragon turtle!
So the dragon turtle you saw back at the forest village, he was a water dragon turtle, and Hugs is a dragon turtle, but he's not very specific. So
He's like an elemental. He can use all elements.
There we go. Somebody's catching on very quickly.
Ooh.
Because don't forget, dragon turtles, they are immense creatures that are just gigantic. Just to let you know what a full-size dragon turtle looks like, Alfreda, in the Discord, I just posted a picture. Eventually, Hugs will look like that one day, possibly.
Oh, that's amazing. I have to find out how to transport him.
You notice Hugs is getting bigger every day. Like, he's still throwable and everything, but you have had to upgrade his satchel just about every so often, just kind of like loosen it up a little bit more so you can fill it up a little bit more.
I'm telling you, kid, when you get too heavy to carry, you're gonna carry me around.
He nods and he gets back into the satchel.
I'm gonna give him a little cuddle.
Yeah.
You know who Hugs when you were explaining, he's elemental and he also gets really big. It's another Avatar reference. You remember
I know,
when
I caught
Aang
that
before he goes to defeat Fire Lord Ozai,
Yeah,
he goes
the
to the
lion
turtle,
turtles.
the one that, yeah. Like I'm imagining him getting that big.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, like Ruby, if you look in the Discord chat, you can see what a dragon turtle looks like.
Hold on, let me go over here. Is it in Age of Iniquity?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that. I have a whole freaking kingdom on the back of his shell.
Mm-hmm.
We can move your house.
Yeah, we can move the Mimic Village there.
Yeah. Gosh, that's so cool. Okay,
Okay, so with that, Wong, you start to hear some disturbances, and like the fire starts to billow, like things are starting to get pretty hectic down below. And you see Wong, he tells you, as much as I would wish for you to be able to harvest as much as you can before you leave, you guys might want to make your way out of here. I fear one of the elementals will make their way down pretty soon. And Wong kind of like points towards the door, and he's like, "You might want to hurry."
So, what do you mean by elementals? Like a dragon?
As you are digging at crystals, you start seeing this salamander-like creature erupts from one of the veins in the upper corners, and more are starting to pop up. These are fire elementals. You remember that? Remember that earth elemental you guys fought in the woods?
Oh.
These are just as strong, and you start seeing more and more pour out.
Yep, I'm leaving. I'm outie. I'll pay 5,000 to come back. Let's go.
Okay, so with that, you guys will all make your way out of the fire vein.
Actually, or I could use my apology from FU guy, Fong, and maybe come back so we can get some more stuff.
there's a good chance these people are very specific about returning, returning things. Give me 1 second. So all of you make your way out of the fire vein back into the fire domain. I'll activate that right quick. So with that, you guys all make your way out of the fire vein, and as you do, lo and behold, you guys spot Geshwin. She's just been chilling there waiting for you guys to get out.
Hey, Gushy, what's up?
Pretty good. Last time I was cognizant, I was near my home, so I'm not quite sure what we're doing here.
Check out what my turtle can do now.
Yeah, you
Your
pick up
turtle.
Hugs, and he starts to spin around very quickly. Almost, yeah. I don't know if you ever seen those fireworks that like spin in place. That's what he looks like just a giant firework going off.
It's like a spinning top. Way to go, Hugs. Upgrade.
Yep. So Hugs, I did forget, his rollout has been upgraded.
Ooh.
He will now do 2d8 plus a d8 of fire damage.
Wait, so it's 2D, so it's 3d8?
Effectively, it's 3d8. But the reason why I separate the fire one is because if an enemy takes more damage from fire, then you need to add an extra die. So that's why I separated it. So you have 2d8 of bludgeoning plus 1d8 of fire.
Gotcha.
Okay. You can add that to a sheet if you wish. If not, I can add it.
No, I'm on it.
So with that, you guys make your way out of the crystal vein. You catch up with Geshwin just to get you catch. Yeah, effectively what Ruby posted on the Discord. That's what Hugs was like.
And nice.
So Geshwin, welcome to the fire domain. This is where the Council of Nine is located. As the group was waiting back at the village, they got an invite by a small phoenix. And as the scroll was read out by Feng Shui, he explained to you all that there was a gigantic festival happening here in the fire domain, and there was an auction that was going to be taking place with Covetous. And you remember Covetous? He was that old, grangly old man that scoffed at you guys once Rose had obtained her new property. And in the picture of like the the centerpiece of the to kind of catch everybody's attention for the auction, there was a gigantic dragon's egg, and standing next to it was Covetous. And so now you guys are here in the fire domain to maybe attend that auction or to have fun with the festival that'll be taking place during this time. And yeah, I think that catches you up pretty well.
Yeah, and I met a rude. Is he a guard, emperor? He's high.
His name is Imperial Fu. He
Imperial.
serves the Council of Nine.
Yeah, he was very rude, and one of his.
Do you want to see a picture of Imperial Fu? I just got that taken care of.
Yes, please. That way I know who to look for.
There you go. That is Imperial Fu.
Yeah, the only girl that's gonna love him is his mother.
I love you.
See, you get it.
That's dishonor. That's dishonor on you. That's
Dishonor on your cow.
Yeah, but that's Imperial Fu. He's the jerk that flew off into his giant phoenix form heading towards the tower. He serves the Council of Nine. That's what he does.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you guys basically went caving?
So, well,
yes.
I will throw in, I'm calling in a favor, guys. I need that egg for my goddess.
Yes, you do.
And I am happy to steal it from Covetous on behalf of Morphast. Like, let's go mess him up, you know?
Whoa. I'm gonna do the stealing from him.
I would appreciate that you did the stealing, but if you did steal it, I do need the egg. I'll give you an IOU for it.
What is this egg for again?
My goddess.
Well,
I
why?
have a quest to collect an egg for my goddess, a dragon egg.
Oh.
Yes, she does. And someone needs a scale. Was it her too? Was your goddess?
So at minimum, I need a scale. At maximum, I need the egg. I get the best prize for the egg, and there's an egg sitting there, and I've yet to see a scale, but I want the egg. I want the maximum prize.
But I'm on a quest for my god to destroy Covetous. And what if I could do that by destroying the egg in front of him?
No. Destroy Covetous and then give me the egg.
I'm sure you could do both.
We can
Yes.
team up on this. All right?
You can
You and
destroy
me can
Covetous.
team up. We'll do some good work here.
Yeah, I think you can destroy Covetous and also still get the egg. And
I
who
think
knows,
so.
you might be able to get something better too for all of us.
So with that, Morphast, as you're listening to them convince you to do this act, time slows, the clocks start to erupt from the ground, and a balance picks you up, and you're standing next to your god, and he tells you, he's like, I know, you're pulled one way, shoved another, being asked a mighty deed to be done for you. He's like, you can talk to me if you wish, Morphast. We both know we're here to balance things out. The rich shouldn't be as rich as they are. The poor should not be as poor as they are. There needs to be a balance. What do you seek, my son? And he calls everybody his son, but he puts his hands on your shoulder, both of them, to be symmetrical.
Oh, I'm gonna say, oh, daddy, what should I do?
He looks at you and says, the auction house is an inhumane act. Creatures are being stolen from their lands to be brought here to be sold away as pets. That is not the balance I seek in my vision. you know Covetous is up to no good. He's up to something. This auction isn't his main goal, and we both know that. Seek the truth and bring balance. And he nods at you, and he disappears, and you're back in place right as you're listening to Twig, Alfreda. Chester's also talking to them. I don't think they can understand him, but he's sitting there barking along with them. Geshwin's just kind of nodding, getting a honey bun. and currently Hariath is sitting on top of Hugs as he's spinning.
Aww. So
Um,
cute.
I'm just gonna look to Alfreda and say, let's go get this fucking egg.
Yay.
Let's do it.
So
How was my house when we left? Was he doing okay?
They were doing
Yeah,
good. They were
you're-
protected by your water dragon turtle.
Kraken, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, Kraken. He seems
They're
to be
in
doing,
good hands.
Yep, he seems to be in good health. And something that you guys have learned this session is our dear friend Hugs is a dragon turtle.
Thanks.
And so eventually he will grow into a gigantic dragon turtle because just to let you know, Geshwin, and to the rest of you, that dragon turtle you fought at the village, that was like a child. Like Hugs is a baby, that's a child not dragon turtle.
So the
So
dragon
Geshwin
turtle
will
has
grow
a
also.
child?
What's that?
So Geshwin's will grow also.
Yes, he's going to get bigger. Eventually, that village will be riding on top of him. If that makes sense.
I want
That's
all
what
the little
dragon turtles
chest
do.
monsters to be okay.
Yeah, because that's what dragon turtles do. They find an area where they sleep for hundreds, if not 1,000 years. And as they grow in size, the landscape, because they dig underground, and as they get bigger, whatever's on top of them becomes their new shell. Their shell. And that's what happens.
Oh, we love that.
Yep. And if you look at Hugs right now, you see he has a couple rocks, a couple palm trees that are growing out of his shell. His shell is also growing its own ecosystem as we speak.
Oh my goodness. I give him a pat on the head and I give him a honey bun.
Yeah, he eats it graciously in one gulp. What normally would take him 4 to 5, he's at the size now where he engulfs it in one.
Love that.
Oh, I would like to just walk over to Geshi and toss her a shiny yellow piece of rock candy that just so happens to have an eyeball in the middle and say, "Here, eat this."
Oh, which I think Edikesh and Morphass has handed you a rock crystal. It's a giant yellowish, it looks like an eyeball, and
Believe me,
Yeah.
you want to eat it.
Tasty.
yep.
Hey, more
and-
fast gave it to me, so I show it to the girls and I'm like, this is safe?
That's solid.
Yes,
You can
it's
have
safe.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wong
Okay,
looks
I
at you and
eat
says it's completely safe.
Okay, I eat it.
Okay.
I chew it. It's kind of hard. I'm not tasting any flavors here.
Yeah, it's like a giant jawbreaker until it starts to, eventually it starts to lose that solidity to it. It's kind of like a gumball before it gets really soft. So you're kind of rolling it around for a little bit, and then eventually you can start breaking it down and chewing it, and then you can swallow it.
Thanks, Forecast.
Yep.
You're welcome.
More fast. You have the blue one. Do you still
Oh,
want
yeah.
to hold on to that one,
I'm
or
gonna-
what are you
I'm
gonna do
gonna-
now?
I'm gonna go ahead and eat it.
Okay, cool. So you eat the blue one, and would you like to use it?
Sure. Can we use it at any time?
Correct.
Yep.
Effectively, what you do is when you activate it, one of your eyes will glow blue, and you see Geshwin. She's just kind of like staring at you guys, and all of a sudden, one of her other eyes lights up, and it's also blue. And Geshwin, you can feel the sensation. You see normally, but it feels like somebody's also watching with you. Yep, these are crystal eye gems. More fast than you have consumed the the synchronized ones. So now, if you use it, you can see out of Morphast's eyes, and if Morphast uses it, so you can see through his eyes, he can see through your eyes. Whenever
Like a give and take?
What's that?
It's like a give and take. I can do it too to Morphast.
Yes.
You can do the same thing.
Cool.
Yep.
Thanks, Morphast.
We're besties
And now
now.
that you guys have
We're
spent,
besties now.
yep. Now that you guys have felt the sensation, whenever it activates, it's not forced. So like you can like close your eye, the one that will turn, and you can block the vision. You can block access, and then it'll stop after 5 seconds. So it is a bit consensual. Like you have to give permission, effectively.
Love that. Love that.
Sweet. But now you guys can see out of each other's eyes. So if you ever get separated, you can find each other or know what's happening. And of course, if you were to write down, "Hey, I'm stuck in a prison cell," as you're looking at the message, that respective other, can read it as well.
Oh my god, that's so smart.
Yeah. Okay. So with that, Wong, he looks towards you, Twig, and says, "I must make my way to Fu." Once again, 1,000 apologies. And you see Wu, he turns into a swan, and he flies off.
Graceful. Love it.
I'm guessing a fire swan, but okay.
You can see that in his normal swan, it has like flowing white wings. He has flowing red wings.
Ooh.
So that, yeah, like I said, a lot of the stuff very fire oriented.
He can call it a swan. I'm gonna call him a flamingo.
Okay.
With disrespect.
If you want to.
With respect, yeah.
Flamingo.
It's a flame-ingo.
A
Flamingo.
Isn't that like a yogurt brand?
Here we go. We'll retcon that. He turned into a flamingo, and you see from the top of his head to the bottom of his foot, he just lights up in fire, like just the back of it, like a exposed flame, kind of like a propane, like when you try to light up your stove, but like the propane, and he takes off. There we go. I like this. I need more inspiration. A flamingo. There we go. Okay. So with that, you guys can still explore around. The auction is going to take place, but before the auction takes place, there's going to be a gala where you guys can hang out with the snobbies of snobs. This is where everybody can go and like hang out, chat. Pretty much, it's a ball. You guys have access to the ballroom.
Ooh.
Can I be reminded why we're going to the auction?
To get the egg
we
and
got
destroy
that too.
Covetous.
Yes.
Just straight up destroy him. This dying old man. But now, at the auction house, a lot of legendary and exotic creatures, artifacts, whatever is being sold at the auction during the fire festival. Covetous is in charge of it, and apparently he's gotten his hands on a gigantic dragon's egg. And currently, Rose is seeking to get the egg. Covetous is there, so Morphast is going to want to deal with him appropriately.
Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
I have a question.
Sure.
Should we keep this dragon egg? Would it hatch into a dragon pet?
It would hatch into a dragon.
So
But
maybe
I
we
need
could
to
get
give
a
it to
scale
my
and a dragon.
goddess.
Okay, but maybe your goddess doesn't want it. They just wanted you to
Well,
get it.
I'm hoping that that's the case. Fingers crossed. But
you
it still
have a dragon
belongs to my
turtle.
goddess.
And I just have a chest.
Guess she has a whole island of chests. Ask her for another.
I don't know if they all see me as like a friend other than my own home.
Oh, speaking of that, Morphast, let me see if I got him a note. Because didn't Chester consume the hell out of a cursed object? Because he should be spitting up something, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, he did. I just don't remember what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like go back into my notes to find it because I think he Oh, okay. I know what it is now. There we go. Would you like Chester to regurgitate the cursed object now?
What? Sure. Yes.
Okay. You see Chester, like he's been like tugging at your leg for a little while, and like you can hear him go, my tummy doesn't feel good. And,
Aww.
and you see him just cough up this fear, and it's changing vividly colors very quickly. Red, green, black, white, purple, yellow, every color that's possible that can be achieved. It's rapidly, spinning inside of this sphere, this little orb that he currently has. And you kind of see him kind of like step down and he goes, that one hurt. And he looks at you and says, "That's for you, Dad." And he points towards it.
Oh, thanks, buddy. What does it do?
Can you give me an insight check or investigation?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Okay, with the 19, as you're eyeballing this orb, you know magic because you're a spell thief and you've been around magic, you've been around all sorts of things. This is a wild magic orb. So this is this orb in your possession. If you go and cast a spell, it tells you, or it is something that you know where if you use this orb, you can then have a wild magic surge happen if you're holding this orb.
What does that do?
So what wild magic is whenever you use a spell, a wild surge of magic will explode out from you. And from 1 to 100, something randomly will happen, such as you might randomly cast a fireball spell, or if like your hair falls out but grows back within 24 hours, stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a cursed object. Some people like it, some people do not like it.
Nice. I can't wait to use this.
Morphast, you know what it does. No one else does. So
And
that's up to you.
It's only if I cast a spell.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. If it had been even more cursed, it would have had like a range associated to it. So any spell user within 20 feet of you would also be affected by this wild magic surge.
Got it.
Is this a Dragon Ball?
It's a Dragon Ball. There you go. I'm glad you guys are catching on to my shenanigans. Okay. Blah, 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 blah.
I needed to get one. Swig was blowing me out of the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the link, Eddie, to the wild magic chart. Hopefully that'll do you some wonders. Okay. With that, from the heavens, you see. Is it a phoenix? Is it a dragon? No, it's Bob. your big chunky Bob friend and his older brother, Big Bob. You start to see them start to fly down in the fire domain, and you can see all of these different creatures trying to snatch at him in the air, and eventually, as Bob skids across the ground, making his way towards you, Bob has appeared in front of you, Geshwin. And once again, he has his little satchel. He has his note. Would you like to receive your treat?
Of
What's that?
course, I gingerly take the note from him.
Sure. As you read it, once again, Caramel Nougat has written you a message saying, once again, I have followed your travels and I see you made your way to the fire domain. So, in Chinese fashion, I thought I would make you a delicious pastry. And inside, he has prepared you some red bean buns. So these are like little, like doughy, little doughy pastries where it has like red bean filling inside of it. So it's like it could be just like a fancy. It's like a Chinese jelly sandwich.
How many is in the bag?
There are 10, and when eaten, you become fireproof.
Nice.
Become fireproof. Okay, for how long?
There's a thing with it. You become fireproof, but any other form of damage, is doubled.
Oh.
So you can use it on yourself, maybe stop yourself from taking the fire damage from some kind of dragon or whatever. Anybody will take damage from other sources, or if you're good enough, you can maybe stuff one of these down one of your enemy's throats and they'll take double damage.
Oh, smart.
Yep. The red bean bun. There you go.
Okay, I read a little note that says, "Thank you very much, as always." In PS form, I write, "I would love to get more sweeter stuff. It's been very savory lately." Other than that,
Yeah.
say thank you.
It'll give me a second right quick. Because Big Bob also has a satchel. He was also sent there to go with you. And in his letter, you read, "I knew you would say something like that, so I prepared a sweeter treat." He is going to give you a sugar-coated haw. I will post that in the Discord chat so you can see what the hell I'm talking about.
Sugar-coated haw?
He hands you one of these.
Oh, fruit.
Yep, so these are the fruit with the bamboo stick strung together.
Okay, covered in molten sugar. Yes, I've seen these.
Yep.
Yum, yum. How many?
There are 3 of those. They're just delicious sweet treats.
Nice. Okay.
He couldn't infuse them in time because he realized at the very last second, I haven't got any real desserts. I should probably fix that.
I quickly yank the letter out of Bob's hands. I unfold it. I scratch out the PS. And I say, "Never mind, thank you."
Yeah. You see Big Bob and Bob prepare to fly off, and you see Bob jumps into Big Bob's satchel, and Big Bob takes off.
They are the cutest, honestly.
Yeah. You see Bob poke his head out of the satchel and wave you goodbye as he flies off.
I hand each of my friends a red bean bun.
Woohoo.
So each of you have received a red bean bun. So fire resist, but double damage from everything else.
Thank you.
Okay.
Much
So
appreciated.
with that,
No
TK, can you post the description for the red bean bun?
yeah. I can do that. Give me a second. That's fine. Getting there. Okay, there we go.
Thank you.
Sweet. So effectively, that's what's going to happen. So, like I said, if you can shove it down an enemy's throat, they'll take double damage. Just don't hit them with fire. But if not, you're fire resistant, so it might help you out in future endeavors in the fire domain. I repeat, in the fire domain.
I'm starting to think we might need to use these pens soon.
Okay, so with that, you guys know that there's a gala happening tonight where everybody's gonna have a get together, and you can hang out with some of the upper class, talking and everything else. So there's gonna be pretty busy times up ahead. Is there anything you guys want to do before you head up there?
About
Are
how many
the
hours until the
numbers-
gala starts?
You have like 6 to 8 hours, so you got some time to go do whatever you need.
Can I do a spell scroll sesh?
Yes, so you'll have to spend those 2 hours to put up to a second level spell.
Beautiful.
Yep.
And
And
it's
you'll do that once a day because eventually you get bored and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, and you kind of like get up and leave.
gotcha. So you said we had like 6 to 8 hours, you said?
Let's go with 6 hours.
All right, so I'm going to use 4 of those hours to make 2 spell scrolls.
Yep.
And then you said I get 1 free cantrip spell
Correct.
scroll per session?
Yep.
Does that count as 2 sessions then?
No, that's just one. And it's pretty much you're like, oh, let me just throw in like a mending right quick, and then you work on the rest.
Gotcha, okay. So I am going to... Well, give me a second, go to the others, and I'll tell you which ones I made.
Yeah. I'm also doing something on the side right quick. So what about the rest of you? What are you guys trying to get up to?
I'm just wondering, is the numbers that are on the list here the same as on the map?
Correct.
Like 1 is Old Man's house, 2 is Firehouse and such? Okay.
Yep.
And you guys were just currently in the Crystal Vein?
Correct.
Okay. Where's the Pit of Despair located?
That's
I
number
see it in the
11.
corner.
That's bottom
Got it.
left.
Got it. My map was not all the way zoomed out.
That is where you'll find your local Walmart.
Hmm.
Yeah, but so Yami, trying to figure out what you want to do more fast. Twig, any particular place you guys want to hit up?
Well, I do want to try to find Boo guy.
Okay, he's at number 6 right now. So
Okay,
when you
then
see
I'm going to make
tonight,
my
you'll see Foo.
So can I go to 6?
You can go on ahead if you want. We'll just do everybody else, and then you're pretty much at the front door, clicking your feet against the ground, going, "I want them. You give them to me." And the guard's like, "Ma'am, the gala doesn't open up until another 6 hours."
I mean, I can fly up there. No, just kidding.
You could fly up there. You do see a lot of archers, though. The gentlemen do tell you that if you have a husband with you, you can get in early because they don't want to leave the couples outside for too long. So if you have a partner with you, you can go in sooner.
Fast. More fast. More fast. Be my husband for like 10 seconds.
Wait, don't you have what's his name with you too?
Oh wait, yeah. I can whistle for Levi.
Or Wong, depending on which triangle of love you wish to intermingle with.
Wong hasn't kissed your hand yet.
Can I have all 3? These are my slaves.
You can either ask Morfash Geshwin, you can ask for Levi, or you can ask for Wong. The choices.
Decisions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to Morfast and be like, "Hey, I've got a favor. Because you're closer to me right now. I need you for like 10 seconds. Just pretend you're my husband. I need to get in here ASAP."
He just says no.
I mean, if push comes to shove, I can call Levi.
2 husbands, unheard of in this time.
Think you might be muted.
Yeah, he's muted.
Oh, I am muted. Oh yeah. Yeah. No. My god would forbid it.
Okay, well, in that case, I blow into the whistle thing and call Levi.
Yeah.
Wow,
After
didn't even think of me. Rude.
well,
Didn't even think of to ask me. I would have pretended.
Okay, hold up. Hold up.
yeah, because I did say Geshwin
Yeah, this
wasn't
is my
on.
girlfriend.
So, Geshwin and Twig, do you guys want to attempt to get into the gala early?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So the both of you are going to go up to the guards. The guard looks down at you and says, "Miss, I told you, unless you have a partner, you're not getting in early."
Excuse me, what do I look like to you?
Oh, spicy. This is why I love her.
Is this my girlfriend?
We're lovers.
So he looks down and says, he looks at you and says, "Are you married?"
I pull out my ring of turning and said, "What does this look like, buddy?"
Yeah, and then I wave my ring in his face, like, yeah, duh.
He nods. He nods and says, "Okay." He holds up his pad and says, "What's your name then? This way I can write you down on the guest list."
I whisper, "Are we giving real names?" Because usually it's pretty kind of dangerous to give your real name.
Yeah, it is. Crap.
I'm Safina, and this is my girlfriend.
You mean your wife?
Yes, my wife.
Okay.
Crystal.
Can you type
There
it
we
into
go.
the force chat, please?
Yes. I am Crystal.
Yeah, but it's spelled with a K.
Oh, it's spelled with a K. My bad.
Okay, so we have Mrs. and Mrs. Crystal.
Yes.
Okay.
It's pronounced Crystal.
Okay. We have Safina and Crystal. Okay. Which one of you is Crystal?
That would be Twig.
That would be me.
Crystal for Twig and Safina for Geshwin. Last name?
Shoot, are we using the same last name together?
Fire,
you're married.
sapphire, fire.
Tortellini.
Tortellini it is. I will take no other exceptions. Tortellini.
Crystal and Safina Tortellini.
Yep. You are Mrs. and Mrs. Tortellini. And with that, you see him. He opens up the gateway for you, says, "Please enter." And you guys make your way into the tower.
I cannot believe we
That's a
just
high
pulled that
five.
off.
I give you a high five.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
So with that, we have Morphass and Alfredo left. Morphass, where would you like to go? Oh, and Alfredo's spell scrolling.
I got my
Looks like
spell
he's doing.
scrolls picked out. Hold on.
Ooh.
And you
You can
do
only
it.
make. Remember, you can only go up to a second level spell.
So I
So you
can't
have to
make
take
2
the
second
thing-
level spells?
You cannot. You can go up to 2. So
Okay,
you can do
so
2
I'll
level
make the
1 or 1 level 2.
I thought you said it took 2 hours to make 1 second level spell, right?
Well, you're gonna spend 2 hours to draw up those spells.
Each.
The first die roll was to say how long you were doing it. The second roll was to see how high up you could go in total. If you
Okay,
rolled a
so then make the
4, if you rolled a 4, you could have made two second level spells, if that makes sense.
But I thought that was per session. So if I only spent 2 hours doing it, I'd be able to make up to a second level spell, but I'm spending 4 hours.
Yeah, that's how I took it too.
You get 1 session per day.
1 session per day. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna make
Yeah.
these both 1 level spell, first level then.
Okay, so you're gonna make 2 first level spells and a cantrip. Yeah. Sorry, sorry for being confusing about that. I thought I explained a little bit better.
Gotcha. Now all makes sense.
Yeah, because eventually you're gonna get tired and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, and then you'll get up and go do something else.
Gotcha. Yeah, so they're both first level spells, and I am gonna gift the cantrip to Morfast.
Oh.
So more fast, looks like you have the cantrip Mage Hand.
And
Which
if
he
he'd
already
like,
knows.
I'll give him a really
Already-
good deal on one of the other spell scrolls.
Hey, I
Well-
already know Mage Hand, but
Oh, you
Yeah,
know Mage
'cause-
Hand?
Yeah, he's a spell.
and I can steal your spells anyways, so I don't really have to buy them. So yeah,
I mean, it's up to you.
nah.
Save a spell slot.
Fine, I'll go sell my spells.
Cantrips are worth nothing.
I have 2 first level spells.
That you can sell for I think 100 gold each, if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken. Sweet. Well, with that, you can work on your spell scrolls more fast. What would you like to do?
Are there any like tents or carriages of Covetous that I can go poke around in?
If you guys remember the lexicon, I'm trying to see that right quick. The guest house number 5. That is where higher up. That's where like important guests are gonna be located. So like that's where Covetous might stay. That's where some other influential people might be located. Sweet. So you'll make your way over to the guest house. We'll just go with the guest house right quick since we're here on this screen. So what are you doing when you get to this area? Like you see a bunch of nice looking houses. There are guards around, but they're not like stationed like they would like in a palace or something. Are you specifically trying to find Covetous and his particular household, or are you just trying to find anything of importance? All right. I guess I wanted to figure out what you're doing right now.
Well, I want to see if I can find anything with the like the Covetous logo. I can't remember what it is, but I know my character knows a specific
Yeah, it's the Emporico,
Yeah.
Emporia,
yes.
which is I forget the name of the fucking fan for, but it's just a Roman sigil where it has Covetous name associated to it. Like he literally has like Emporio by Covetous. And as you make your way around, you of course you see the normal Chinese peasants. You see the nobles walking around. You see them garbed in robes and such. But you do notice that there's one particular house where there seems to be more more Western-looking guards. If that makes sense, like you
Mhm.
see
Like from
the more
Rome.
Roman guards. They're not true Romans, like they just have military gear that they bought from the Roman Empire. But you do see them stationed around a house. There's like 2 guards that are kind of just chilling.
Oh, okay. There's only 2.
Yeah, there's only 2. There's not really too much security around this house. It just seems to be pretty standard, like very ornate and well maintained. So it's a nice house, but very not guarded.
Oh, I would love to try to kill these guards.
Just straight up kill them in the
Mhm.
streets. There are
Yep.
people walking in the streets. You want to lure some of them into like an alleyway, or
I'm just gonna walk into the house, and then they're gonna follow me in the house, and I'm gonna mage hand the door closed and just murder them.
okay, you know what? I'll let you have it. As you do that, you see the guards. They're not really paying too much attention. And you just haul ass. You just poof, flying past them. You make your way into the open doored house, and the guard's like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And one of them gets up, and he's like, "I'll go see what it was. Probably was a cat or something. If not, I'm gonna go take a leak." Guy gets up. One of the guards makes his way into the house. And as he enters into the house, he closes the door behind him and he's like, all right, come here, kitty, 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 kitty. Where are you at? Where are you at? You had about like 5-10 seconds to kind of hide from him. You see, this is a 2-3 story building. So like there were some stairs immediately when you walked in there. You know, to the left was like a living room of sorts. Where did you hide yourself to prepare yourself?
I'm gonna hide in the closet.
You hide yourself into a closet. Is there, and the guy who's kind of like walking around going, here, kitty, 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 here, kitty. I promise you I won't do anything except throw you at you, flea-ridden animal. And and so the guy, he just keeps walking down the hallway. He is walking near your door. Are you going to do anything in particular around him? I'm just going to throw this guy out there. That's the warrior.
Oh, I'm just gonna make a little like meow sound and start rattling the door. And
Okay.
ready my soul blade.
Okay, cool. So you ready your soul blade. You know, no worries about that. He goes, you must have gotten yourself stuck in there, you dumb animal. He goes, he puts his hand on the door, and he throws it open where he sees you, and you get to act before he gets to react.
I'm gonna stab him right in the neck.
I need you to roll me a d20, please.
Any modifiers?
You're rolling to hit.
Rolling to got it. Okay.
Ooh, I saw that one. I was sitting there going, more fast, buddy. But you do hit him. Do your damage, please.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta do some math here. Let's see. All right, so I got 3 souls, so 7 plus. Hold on, sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
3d4 plus.
Oh, you're also sneak attacking on him, so that's an extra 3d6.
Okay, so. Oh my god, this is gonna do so much damage. 7. Alright, well, that's just my basic attack.
Okay.
And then
now
you said,
you're 3d6.
yeah.
Yeah, he had 5 HP. Yeah, you fucking slaughtered it, dude. You stab into his chest and just, and his soul
His neck.
is framed
It was
into
his
your
neck.
knife.
Nice. And yeah, I just want to go ahead and collect his outfit.
Yep, you now have a covetous employee outfit.
Nice.
So with your changeling abilities plus this outfit, you can now walk around as like one of Covetous's guards. This is a different uniform than the one back home. It looks like this one was made or bought specifically for this particular event. So use it while you can because it may not last forever.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put it on and I'm gonna walk out of the building and just tell the other guard, the cat, let the cat out, and just kind of walk away.
He looked at you and says, "All right, Rick. Thanks for letting me know. Hey, the boss called. He wants you to head on to the tower."
Oof.
All right. I'm on my way.
Yeah,
Rick,
and your name
Rick can do.
Your name is Rickus.
Rickus.
That's your name, Rickus, because it's a risk.
Yeah, because he causes a lot of ruckus.
Yep. Yeah, that's also another thing. You know, he's a risky, reckless guy. Um, so with that, you know, you'll make your way over to the tower. Do you want Chester to be doing anything in particular?
I would like Chester to figure out where my damn merchant is.
Speaking of your merchant, you see.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Like I said, you guys bring him up,
It's
and I'll bring him around.
been four
You see-
weeks.
Yeah, you see Habib. He starts running towards you, and he's followed by Hop Hop. Because Hop Hop, I have not forgotten about him either, guys. He's part of the crew, I promise you. But the bullywug and the merchant run up to you. He's like, "Oh, master, oh my God, I just got back from your mission. I do have some of your money, not all of it, because I was busy doing some of the scouting work." So he tells you, so if you want me 2 D100s plus 10.
Oh.
You got 62 gold. But he tells you, you sent him to the Celtic lands. And he tells you he's discovered, and he hands you a bounty. And the bounty has a picture of your face. And he says the High King has put a bounty out for your head. He says if you were to step within his domain, you see it says wanted dead or alive, preferably dead.
Okay. All right.
And it's
Oh
just
my
an old
God.
look. Yeah. He tells you that the daughter, the son, and the old man that you guys have released from the cells, they pleaded to the High King as best as they could, but the rage has engulfed him. He's effectively preparing a gigantic raid to search for you. So in the coming weeks, maybe months, there might be a raid party after your head.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna send him on another mission. I'm gonna say take 1,500 gold and go distribute it amongst the poor people in that nation. So, you know, in case we need a little help.
Okay, so you want assistance in the Celtic lands?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him 1,500 gold to give to all the poor people there, and you know the poverty areas, and just you know just make sure they know who gave them the money.
Yeah.
Actually, really
That is
curious.
so
What happened
smart.
to his kids after they told him not to? Did he punish them? Or I'm hoping not, because we need them.
He pretty much said, "You're just children. You wouldn't understand."
Oh,
And
thank
he
God.
explains it. He's like, you know, a father knows what must be done, and this more fast, he must be slain.
Oh, I see a kingdom. You know, I see a new king in the future of these lands. There's gonna be
And
an uprising.
you see Hop Hop go, "Is it me? Ribbit?"
Oh yeah, don't worry, buddy. I just pat his head.
Yeah. He looks at you and says, "Do you want me to go with Habib, or do you need me by your side tonight?"
Oh no, go with the merchant. Be
Okay.
my eyes and ears. Oh, I
yeah.
should have given him the rock. Oh, dang. Never mind.
That you know what, more fast, that probably would have been helpful. But yeah, you pulled the trigger.
Oh, now I have Geshy. Psh.
Right, it's stuck with me.
Like currently, if you look through Geshwin's eyes, you just see her and Twig just going like, "What the fuck are we supposed to do? I should shut up, Crystal. No, you, Safina." And they both giggle.
We're
All
holding
right.
hands.
I guess I'm gonna make my way downtown to the tower.
Make my
Yep.
way
Making
down.
my way
Hop,
downtown.
Hop
Walking
Hop and
Walking
Habib.
And I'm
All right,
homebound.
Okay. So with that, Alfreda, you have completed your spell scrolls. Would you like to make your way to the gala?
Yes, I will make my way to the gala. Where can I spend
Okay.
my raffle ticket, by the way? At the gala?
It's at the gala. Because you're the only person that bought something. So you have the only golden ticket.
Do I get tickets for selling things? Because I'll sell my spell scrolls real quick and then get 2 more.
Only for buying.
Alright.
Okay. So with that, you all make your way to the gala. Of course, we're gonna go in order of who arrived first because that's that's fair. So as you guys all make your way to the to the center tower to make your way to the gala, let me just activate it.
Ooh.
You guys arrive at the gate. So currently, I should have had this for Geshwin and for Ruby, because this is where you guys should have had that conversation with the fucking guards to get in and everything. And then you guys, of course, go through and everything. So you guys have made your way inside the tower. So let me just delete that, because now we need to get the rest of you guys in here. So now we have Morphast. And we have Alfreda, who will eventually make her way up here. So Morphast, you made your way up to the front of the gate. Would you like the guards? They see you, they nod because they see you have the apparel on. Do you want to say or do anything before you leave?
I'm just gonna say, "What's up, my brother?" and walk in.
Yep. They nod. They write you off. Covetous guard number 1, and you make your way through the gate, past the guards. No worries whatsoever. So now it's your turn, Rose. You make your way up to the gate.
I'm gonna head over to the gate.
They look at you, and there's still an hour left before the gala starts. They look at you and hold up their hands and say, "Sorry, ma'am. Couples entered first. The rest have to wait."
Oh, no, you just let my husband in. He never waits for me.
Sorry, ma'am. I'm checking the list. The covetous guards, they're single. They didn't bring their wives or whoever they're with.
Yes, but I have a golden ticket. I actually had an invitation. He didn't need one because he works here.
And one of the guards was just, I see what the problem is. The tickets for the auction itself, something is going to be raffled off at the auction. That's not an entry ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And so, so they look at you and said, "Well, you have to wait your hour, or your husband has to show up, or whoever you're with."
I'm going to shoot a message to Morphast to get his ass back over here. Or, actually, you know what? I'm going to shoot a message to Geshi and Twin and ask them to be a polygamous couple with me.
The message.
Either that, or I can whistle for Levi to show up. Oh,
that'd be good.
Currently, you guys are not in communication with each other. This castle is sealed off magically. So, unless you're a specific individual, your message will not, it's like Hogwarts. No entry, no exit through magical means.
Gotcha.
Is our familiars with us? Could our familiars sneak in?
Well, your familiars were like your pets, so they just walked in.
I do have a really angsty man that I could call.
Before you call your angsty man, another person on the horizon might be your answer. From the distance, you hear the clicking and clacking of his boots. You hear him and you hear him, well, another party you're visiting, I see.
Son of a bitch.
From the distance, Nomio appears, and he is making his way towards the front. And he gets right up to you, Alfred, and says, "Well, if it isn't the striking beauty herself."
Hello, Nomio.
Oh, Nomio.
Wherefore out there, Nomio.
He looks at you, he's like, "So what brings you here?" Huh?
Well, I was trying to get in, but they won't let me in because my husband is not here. But thankfully, he's just arrived, right?
What's that?
I said, thankfully he's just arrived, White. Wink, wink.
He like does that like awkward like left eye closed, right eye closes. I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I message Nomeo since he's standing right next to me?
Yeah, sure. You can send him a message.
Nomeo, pretend to be my husband, because it's the only way you or I will get inside this building right now.
Well, I'm getting in. I don't know about you. Like my wife's around the corner.
Do you have a wife?
No.
What's her name?
You see a gigantic parade of thralls are arriving, and you see the High Queen herself has made her way, and her thralls are carrying her, and she arrives and says, "Oh my God, it's you, the cursed girl! What are you doing here?"
Just trying to get into a party.
And she looks and says, the curse of youth. You'll find a man eventually. Come on, Nomeo, let's go." And Nomeo looks at you and says, I hope you can get in. Oh,
All right, I'm calling my angsty man now. How many times do I have to get rejected?
Hey, this dude
By
kissed
the
your
likes
hand.
of
He
Nomeo,
owes
no
you.
less.
Yeah.
What was his name? Wei?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he owes you. He kissed your hand. He owes you.
So with your shadow, you can see that the sigil is still on the shadow, and you shadow box it. If that makes any sense, you go and with your other shadow hand, you press it, and an explosion of shadows engulfs you, and eventually Wei lands next to you by your side and says, "I have been summoned the shadow to your sneak. How can I help you?" And he says, "Oh, it's you, Alfreda." And you see he blushes a little bit before he composes himself. He says, "How can I be of service?"
I need a big favor.
Hey,
So I have
hey,
a
look.
mission inside, and this is awkward, but I need a date to get through these doors. So, I mean,
Hey,
if you
look,
wouldn't mind, I'd love to do the date with you,
he
but I
looks
also would
at you
enjoy
and
the
says,
help.
He looks at you and says, "You didn't get my note?"
Nope.
And he thinks about it for a couple seconds and says, "I knew I shouldn't have trusted those ravens. There's two of them. One had a butcher's knife. The other one had the serrated dagger. I gave him a note." Because he points towards the castle. He's like, "I'm here with my leader tonight, Governor Shi Yi.
Gotcha.
He is tonight. All of the warlords are in the fire domain tonight. This is a neutral ground for the for the festivals. They go in a cycle, and this is the year of the fire.
Interesting.
And so this is where all the warlords are going to be." And he's like, "I gave those raven friends of yours my note, and they were supposed to deliver it to you." And and you see him, he claps his hands, and the note appears in his hand and says, "I'm sorry about that. Like, I was asking you to come here personally with me. They must have forgotten to give it to you." With that, he says, "Regardless, I would love to take you in tonight. If you would
Oh,
have
that's great.
Yay!
Yeah." So with that, he says, "We have to be a little bit convincing though, because we have to pretend to be married, okay?"
Got you.
And so with that, he takes your hand, and you see him, he blows a smoke ring out of his mouth, and it forms a obsidian ring that is on your ring finger. And and his family sigil inscribes onto it. He says, "With that, we should be good." Okay?
Sounds good.
And with that, you guys make your way up to the guards, and the guards, they look up and they said, "Name?"
I'm gonna let him take the lead.
Yeah. So Wei, he looks and says, "We are here tonight to be in the presence of, for the ball, for the festival, and for everything else. My name is Wei Wuxing. And he looks and says, "This is my wife. Her name is Alfreda Wuxing." And the guards, they go, I'm sorry, miss. If only you had told us. And they stand aside and they let the both of you walk in.
And I'm going to look at them quite severely and be like, I tried. You didn't listen.
They immediately, they both offer you their weapons and they tell you, strike us dead if that would repay for our fault.
I'll tell them that they're forgiven. Because I don't want to seem like an asshole in front of my date.
Yeah. You see Wei, he looks at you and says, "The sharpest blade." Oh, God, give me 1 second. I gotta
He's got a good line. I love it when TK brings out some heat. He's like, 1 second, I'm gonna get this right.
Because it's a particular quote. I fucking had it and I cannot remember what it is. Give me one. I'll get there. Don't you worry. Almost there. I'm gonna get the dude has like 150 quotes.
He's just got a book he carries around for special occasions.
Little DM insights.
Yeah, okay, so he looks towards you and says, "The blade never gets any lighter. I appreciate you for allowing them their lives." And he beckons you towards the door, allowing you to walk first.
I'm gonna grab him by the hand and be very flirtatious the whole way in.
Oh, 100%. He allows you to take him, and you guys, just like shadows, jumping from shadow to shadow, you guys make your way to the elegant ballroom. Or you make your way through the door, and when you guys arrive to the other side, you see inside this gigantic castle in this fire domain, this handcrafted paradise.
Ooh.
This is the castle of the fire domain. And let me grab all your characters, because there's a bunch of you.
Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to step away.
Yep, no problem. I'm just grabbing everybody. Grabbing everyone.
Cool. Holy moly. This is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
This makes me think of their estate. The scene where they all go on the trip together. Zuko, Azula, and May, and what was the other one?
Kylie?
Yeah, they're sitting around the log on the beach in the fire, and they've got their house behind them. Yeah, this is so Avatar. Like I'm getting like very strong vibes of this. This is actually really cool.
I'm glad you guys are liking it. So you arrive upon this paradise inside this hellish flamescape, and you guys arrived at the castle of the fire domain. And you guys are allowed to walk around the gardens, check out the different places. You see guests are milling about. You see at the very front, you see this individual clothed in flame, and you start to see, and this person's sitting at the front of the castle doors. And you see Feng has made his way inside as well, and he tells you, he points towards that individual. He's like, "That is one of the Council of Nine. Her name is Yan. Y-A-N. And by her side, she has Wong and Imperial Fu himself." So you guys can mill about, maybe meet some guests more fast. Of course, there's the castle, but then like you look towards the back of the area, like that reddish building. That's where the guardhouse is. So that's where some of the items are placed in for the auction tonight. So just to give you some more examples, just to give you a little bit.
Okay, I really want to go up and speak to Wong and FU because I have some very strong words.
Before you do that, I pull you close, and I'm just like, is there a reason why we were trying to get in here like early?
Yes, because I have some discussing to do with Imperial Fu.
You make it
And
like
I
he's a
know-
monster or something.
Yes, thank you so
Okay.
much. I am so sorry, but I really I literally lost my mind there for a second. It completely went blank when they asked us our names and everything else. So you saved my ass. Thank you.
No problem. I used to roleplay all the time.
I was like, my mind just went blank. Crap.
Yeah.
Well
So
then,
with that,
Crystal, let's go talk to this Imperial Food guy.
Yeah, because I'm about to say F you, Imperial Fu. No,
Oh, shit.
I have to be, like, okay.
What
So
did that guy do to you?
I'm gonna fly over here 15 feet. Maybe I'm just having a bad day and it just rubbed me the wrong way, but
I will fly also to my what?
so you two are gonna go talk to Fu and probably anybody else, but nearby of him.
yeah, I will
More fast.
probably end up speaking to Wong first, and then Wong can, I guess, because I feel like it would be very rude to just walk up to Imperial Fu and go, hey, you, asshole. No.
Somebody's
like-
catching on.
Oh, thank God.
I'm back, guys, just so you know.
Okay, awesome.
My life
So
is so
more
heated.
fast. Do you want to go to the guardhouse, or do you want to go? What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna go pet these horses.
I was just
Okay,
about to say,
okay.
are those horses? Those are like Arabian white horses. Oh, there's beanies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alfreda, what would you like to do? Would you like to make your way towards the front of the castle? Do you want to make your way around?
I missed the introduction. I got a call from my grandpa.
Yeah. Uh, Pretty much what happened is everybody arrived at the castle grounds. You guys can make your way inside of the castle if you want. At the front, you see one of the council members that Feng Shui points out. So you get to see Yan herself. But she's now the Council of Nine.
Yeah,
The
that's
fire domain leader is present.
I'm going to ask my date if he has any connections to the important people who are over here.
He looks at you and says, unfortunately, I don't have too much when it comes to sway, when it comes to the Council of Nine over there. But my governor, Shi Yi, is within the castle right now, if you wish to go speak to her personally.
I
That
tell
I
him
can
I'd
tell you.
love an introduction, and then we can continue on our date, because I don't want this all to be about work.
Yeah. You say, yeah, he nods and says, okay, cool. With that, he claps his hands, and just like the previous two, so he claps his hands, and you see his blade, his shadow blade, pops off his back, and it lands near your feet. He says, please, get on. And he jumps onto the back half of the sword, where like the handle is, and he beckons you to ride the sword up to the castle.
I shall hop on the sword.
Yep. And with
Again,
that,
laced, like, that felt so laced with innuendo.
with that, you guys fly over on his divine sword. You guys will arrive towards the front of the castle. More fast, he went to go pet the animals. Fung, you see he just makes his way. He just chills out with you guys. You see Nomeo and you see the High Queen. They're off in the garden. You see the Queen of Curses bringing back dead flowers, killing them, bringing them back. Nomeo, he's clapping like he's having the party of his life. And so with that, we will go first with you, Twig and Geschwin. You arrive at the front of the gates. So let me just pull you down right quick. And you guys will arrive first.
I'm just
As
here
you
for moral support.
Yep. As you guys flutter over and land, you hear him. Imperial Fu goes, "Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now in the presence of the Council of Nine, Yon herself. Please bow before her." And he holds up his clipboard, waiting to see what you do.
Oh, no problem. She's hot.
Do you guys bow when he tells you to?
Yes.
I just realized my mic was muted. Yes, I bow because I have no issues with her.
Yep. So you bow in front of
I
her.
curtsy. I don't bow. I curtsy.
I full on
Yeah.
bow, a little too low.
Yeah, it's the same gesture. He nods and says, "Good, good, 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 good. Finally, some manners." And he
And
turns
I
back.
cut him off. I'm like, I mean this with all respect. And of course, I bow to her again. Please don't take this the wrong way. But you talk about respect, but I came here to have a word with you because you were very rude to me when I arrived here at the city. And I deserve an apology.
He he like puts his hand up to his chest and says, "I'm rude to you? No, Fu would never do such reckless things. I am Imperial Fu, to have you know. I serve the Council of Nine, the fire domain. I would never be rude to an individual."
I then again bow to her. What's her name again?
Her name is Jan.
I then again bow to Jan, and I apologize to her for this inconvenience. But then I look at Wong, who is standing on the other side, and I'm like, "You're." Is it his right hand man? Who is it? Who is Wong to Imperial?
Wong is an advisor for Fu, so he's like the third person in charge.
Okay, I look at Wong, and then I look back at Imperial Food. I'm like, your right hand man had to apologize for your behavior, rude behavior.
And Fu looks at you and says, "Well, did that suffice? That's what he's here for. Do you need more? Do you need more for forgiveness from, such generosity already prescribed towards you?"
I then tell him, I'm like, Wong was very nice to me. Yes, he did his job, but you should be doing your job as well.
I did. I hired Wong. He does my job when I need him to. If I need to apologize, he apologizes. If I need to go shop, he shops. Please, what have I
Then
done?
I get really, you see me start to float in the air, and there's this bright red aura. You can tell that I'm getting very mad. The wind starts picking up. I look at him and I'm like, you're a man of high stature. You should be apologizing on your behalf. You shouldn't have someone else do your job.
I hold Twig's hand to kind of like coax her back down.
I'm like fuming. This guy pissed me off. Where's Morphath? Morphath, I need you to kill this dude.
With that, you see the council member. She was at the top of the stairs where Fu was at the bottom. And you see her stepping left and right very elegantly, her dress dragging below her. And she makes her way to the final stair, and she looks at Fu, and she looks towards you and says, "I'm so sorry for how Fu has acted in front of you.
I then bow again to her.
I know things are weird. We have customs and traditions around here. If any fault would be placed on Wu, Wong would have to take that for him. I hope you understand." But she looks and she offers you her hand. She says, "But if any grievances are towards me, Fu must suffer." And she winks at you. She says, "Do you have a grievance against the fire domain?"
I have a grievance against Imperial Fu. Yes, ma'am. And I bow to her again.
She looks at you and says, Remember, anything thrown at Fu will go to Wong, but anything thrown at me or the fire domain goes to Fu. So, do you
I
Yes.
got
have
you.
with the fire domain?
Yes, I do.
She nods and says, Thank you. I will let Fu know about that right now. And you see this brunette woman clothed in flame. You see her hair starts to glow. It starts to become this reddish hue. And eventually it forms into this lava that flows out from her head. She says, Fu, you stupid fuck. And she goes and punches him. He transforms into a phoenix at the last second, and he tries to take the hit, and boom, his head comes flying off from the punch, and he turns into ash before your eyes, and you see this raging woman in front of you go, calm yourself, Jan. You have guests to it too. She looks So she looks towards you, Twig, and says, Has your grievance been satisfied?
Yes, thank you. And I
She
bow
nods.
to her again.
Yeah, she's like, I'm sorry. It's a part of the domain. Since we represent the fire itself, of course there's the fire that warms your soul. But then there's that inner rage that takes over, and you see her eyes light up before she shakes her head. And you see Wong, he walks over to Fu, and you see him, he from the ashes, he pulls out two feathers. And he looks at the council member and says, Miss, what would you like me to do with this? And she says, You will wear the you may put on you said there's two feathers. There's a short one and there's a tall one. The short one looks pretty runtish, and the long one looks like it's beautiful and like it's gorgeous to look at.
Is he
She's
getting
like,
ready to become the new emperor?
she tells him, You may wear the tall one. When Fu regenerates, give him the runt one. And with that, you actually watch as the ashes start to grow back, and you see that Imperial Fu, when he resurrects, he no longer has that title. And now, standing to her side, Fu regenerates and says, Ha, ha, looks at the council member and says, Oh, okay. I'm sorry, mistress. And he looks towards you and says, Ma'am, please forgive me. And he bows to you to where he gets on his hands and knees on the ground. And he kind of grovels in front of you. And so
I then
now
tell
what's it?
I then tell him to stand up and let him know that he is forgiven.
With that, he nods. He takes the clipboard that Wong once held, and now he's in charge of it. And you see Wong, he looks at you and says, Thank you. I didn't expect him to last until another 45 years. But with this
I then look
promotion,
at Wong and wink.
he winks. Yeah, he winks back to you when the council member isn't looking at him and says, "But back to business." He looks at you and says, "Name?"
I whisper to my wife, should I give them my real name?
Because Wong knows your real name,
Yes.
Yes. But the
but
rest of the people don't.
Don't. Yeah. We already. I guess it's just we don't need to let the guards know.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on winking terms with the guy, I think he'll get it if you use your fake name.
you see Wong looks over towards Fu and says, please announce our guest." And Fu says, "Yes, sir." And he holds up his clipboard and says, May Mrs. and Mrs. Tortellini make their way up into the castle, please? Miss Cristal, and a Safina.
Hmm?
So they're
Obviously,
called,
Wong knows that we got in here under different circumstances.
Yeah.
'cause
False
he's like,
pretenses.
you see Wong, he kind of like tilts his head going, Crystal. Huh.
Yes, my wife.
yes, I bow.
Yeah, you see Wong, he also looks towards you and says, wife. And you can kind of see that his head tilts down a little bit. He kind of like
Knowing me.
shuffles away a slight tear. And he goes, oh, okay, now I know.
Actually, okay. So knowing me, I can't keep a lie because I'm good nature. So I bow to Yin. Yin is her name. Yan. I bow to Yan, and I apologize, and then I tell them our real names. Hopefully that doesn't get me in trouble.
Or me.
Yes, I bow, and I'm like, unfortunately, I cannot keep a lie. My real name is Twig. This is not my wife. This is a good friend of mine. And I Rose, and I bow again. And I'm like, hopefully I'm not gonna get in trouble for this. Oh my god.
You see the council member. She hears your words. Wong, you see him kind of like, oh, thank the gods. Fu, you see him furiously like scribbling away, and he looks at Wong and says, "Sir, can I say something?" Wong, tells him like, "Not right now." And Fu just, you can see he's mad as hell right now. He's like, "Tradition dictates, yeah, whatever." And Jan looks at you two and says, "Why would you lie in this domain? There's no reason to. You're all guests here."
Well, I tell her the situation and I bow to her. Every time I talk to her, I'm gonna bow to her. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah. She says, "Did the guards ask you that couples had to come first?"
Yes, they did. And I really wanted to get into I was told that Fu would be here, and I really wanted to address things because it didn't sit right with me. And we couldn't get in here unless we were couples, so I had one of my friends play along, and I feel bad for lying. But
you see Jan, the rage that you saw earlier was nothing compared to the seething rage. She's actually dripping red hot lava on the ground. It's fizzling away at the doorstep. She's like, I have told them time and time again not to play tricks with my guest. And you see her start to run. And you see the counselor start to run. And as she runs, you see her.
She was Azula in another life. She has to be.
Yeah. You see the council member transforms into an adult red dragon. She flies off the cliff of the edge, and you see her look down from the waterfall that was flowing from the gate, and you see her go, "Now perish!" And she lets off a gallant, just a giant flame burst from her stomach to her mouth to now flowing down the waterfall. You hear screams of two individuals and nothing else. And she
my god.
I'm sorry, this is a wild way to fucking govern a kingdom. You make one joke and that's the end of your life? That's so funny.
She did
I
tell
like
them
it.
time and time again.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, this one is having trouble.
Yes. So I just oh wow. I'm
Yeah,
glad
so
I
you
told the
see-
truth.
Yeah, so you see that she flies back and she transforms. She tells herself, "Okay, Dragon's Fury, calm yourself." She
I
does
didn't ask her. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so she does a little gesture. She calms herself, you see the wings retract themselves and they form back into her dress. And she says, I'm sorry, they'll no longer give you trouble.
I
Anything
bow
else?
to her and tell her
It's
thank
the
you.
dead.
But then I ask her, so you're a dragon?
She says, yes, each one of the warlords, for I represent the fire domain. Each one of the warlords is a dragon. And I am the red dragon, the fury among dragons.
Just who we needed to see. Perfect.
Yep. So she nods and she steps out of the way, and you guys walk past her. You guys are not going to walk inside of the castle.
Can I not
We need
do
to
that?
we need to gather up our friends though.
Can
If you're pretty much being called, you'll walk up, you're introduced, and then you'll go inside the castle. So you're kind of being shuffled in.
oh
Okay.
no.
Okay. So,
Hopefully our friends get in too.
so with that, we're going to go with you, Alfredo. You and Wei walk up.
I'm going to follow the
Y'all-
customs of this area and bow.
Yeah. Fu, he bows and he calls out, to Wei Wuxan and his wife Alfredo Wuxan, thank you for arriving to the fire domain. May you have a pleasant evening. And Fu bows to the ground, groveling. Imperial Wong looks at you and says, I see we both have some surprises for today. And he looks at Wei and he goes, Wei, I didn't know you had a wife. And Wei's like, you know, I'm always in her shadow, so I didn't want to say anything. She's the important one of us. And he blushes. Of course.
I smack his arm playfully, like, "Aw, stop it."
And he goes, no. Tonight is our night. We should have fun. And he looks at the council member and he bows before her and gesturing for you to do the same.
And I do the same.
Yep. She says, sorry about earlier. Just some guards were acting up. I had to put them in their place. Welcome to the fire domain. I hope you have a pleasant evening. And she steps out of the way for you guys to walk in. Do you want to say anything to Wong before you go in, or you're good to go?
I'm good to go.
Okay. So you both walk into the castle, and now we're with Morfast. What are you trying to do now, buddy?
I have made friends with this horse who I'm calling Pegasus.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
yep, and we're best buds now, and that's it.
Yeah, you see Pegasus, he does that horse smile at you, just whenever he sees you, because he's just happy.
Mhm.
What would you like to do now?
I don't know. Can I keep him? Can I take him with me? Just just walk in the castle with him. See what happens.
These horses out in this little pasture right now, they are horses that were brought in to kind of to walk around in and just hang out with. This is this is their stable effectively, so they're kind of sitting here chilling. You can take
so
them and leave,
they're
but right now
imprisoned.
you can't wander around the castle.
All right. I'm gonna give him a scritch on the head and say, "I'll be back for you, buddy."
Yeah, he looks at you and says, he looks at you and says, "Please hurry," and he.
All right.
And
All right.
horse speak.
Guess I'm gonna.
Would you like to go to the castle, or would you like to go inside the guardhouse?
Oh, let's go in the guardhouse. Yeah.
We'll take care of the guardhouse right quick. No problems. So you go inside this red building. They're guards. They're all covetous people. They're just like, oh, hey, what's your name again?
Hey, it's Rickus.
Oh, it's Rickus. It's Rickus, guys. Look at this guy. Do your thing. I told you. This guy's crazy, dude. Look at him. Do the thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lift my shirt up and start belly drumming and kicking things and knocking things over, causing a ruckus.
That all start laughing, losing their minds. Go, I told you he was a ruckus. I thought you said he was a risk. Dude, it's Rickus. He's the best of both worlds. Come on, dude, get in here. We got a job to do. Competence will have our nuts. And so one of them lets you into the guardhouse. And when you walk in there, you see cages, you see creatures, you see objects. No dragon's egg, but you see a bunch of different items that are just kind of hanging about.
Oh.
And he's like, he's like, so you here? Is this? I know it's your first day here in China. Stuff happens. And then he kind of like points out and everything. He's like, so you'll be in charge of this place. You'll probably make your way into the castle a little bit, but for now, I'm gonna leave you in here. I got some other stuff I gotta do. So the guy, he nods and he kind of like walks away.
I have a question. Do we know that Morphast is impersonating a guard right now?
God, no.
We don't. Okay, I was gonna be like, hey, don't mess up. You might get toasted.
Do I know because I came in after him? Like we arrived at the same time?
No,
wait, your eyeballs.
He was near the guard's house, just doing shenanigans.
Yeah,
technically,
I'm gonna.
Sorry.
No. Well, when the guard leaves, I'm just gonna wink at him, which will hopefully send a signal to Geshi so she can see what's going on.
Okay, there we go. That's not because what happened was Morphast did his thing. He looks like a guard. Like you guys, like he doesn't stand out. He's a changeling, so he just kind of blended in and just kind of walked in like he was a guard. And unless he told you what he was doing, he just did this by himself.
Okay. Well, if he does that eye thing with her, we would automatically know, okay, he's a guard. We probably should relay a message.
Well, you can get an idea of what's happening because you get to see what's happening. You don't get to know what's happening. So, Morphast, if you like,
I'd have no reason to use it because I don't know what he's doing.
True.
Yeah. So, Morphast, would you like to use your eye technique to get in touch with Geshlin?
Oh yeah.
So you close your eyes. Geshlin, you feel the sensation in your eye. Would you like to respond?
Yeah, I cover my eye that allows me to look in the regular world so that I can focus on the one looking through more fast.
Yeah, so when you do that, you see cages full of animals, objects, artifacts. Like he seems like whatever Morphast is seeing, he's in this weird house that's just full of shit. And Morphast, you're kind of like walking around. Are you doing anything in particular to let Geshlin know what's happening? Do you like write on a piece of paper, or are you just kind of like, hey, this is some cool shit that you like to see it?
Oh, I'm like totally gloating, just like, look at all this cool stuff I'm about to steal that you're not gonna get.
that was me who put in the paper and asked you.
Oh, you wrote that on paper? Okay.
Yeah, for you to
okay.
see.
Yeah, I'm gonna write back.
Bro, they could.
Can you guys hear the car alarm going off in the background?
Nope.
No.
Okay, good.
Okay, so what are you going to continue to do more fast? You're going to try to unlock any cages? You're going to try to see if there's any artifacts you can swipe?
Are there any? Are there any exotic pets that I can befriend?
There are a couple. Maybe you can roll me a D8 to see which one.
D8. Oh, and it's a good thing I'm super lucky. I can keep rolling.
Yeah. So let's see what you can find.
Should I roll again?
Okay, I just saw it. A 4. Okay, what's a 4 in you? You see a parrot, and it's smoking a cigar. Or at least what you believe is to be a cigar.
Oh man. Oh. Okay. Could I use like two of my luck rolls just to see what else is there and then have it just
Yep.
make a choice? Okay. All right. Gonna. Yeah, ooh. Oh.
Ooh, an 8. You see this small looking creature. It looks like a cat, but it has like a mushroom cap on its head. It's a Tweedletoad.
Mario?
Uh-huh.
No, I said Mario.
Nah, it's this cat-like creature with the mushroom on top of its head. It's called the Tweedletoad.
Tweedletoad.
Yep. A small toxic creature, very feisty in nature, a rare sight and strongly discussed among alchemists, wizards, bards, and such like.
All right, I'm gonna
Sought
roll
after a little creature.
one more time. See what else we got here.
Okay. A 3. What's a 3 get me? Give me a second. Okay.
Oh.
You see a snake. But it looks
Whoa.
like maybe a python. By its head shape, you can tell it's not venomous whatsoever. And it's a pretty small looking snake, and it's spinning in a circle around itself, almost like it's trying to bite its own tail. Maybe it's hungry, maybe it's bored. You can't really tell, but there's this snake, and like it's probably like the size of like your arm. That's how thick it's kind of getting. Like I say it's small, but that's small for a python. And you can
Okay.
kind of see that it's just kind of spinning around in place, and there you see a python of sorts.
Nice.
But you can tell it's not a normal one. Something's off about it.
Ooh. All right.
So so there's a parrot, there was the Tweedletoad, and then there was the weird python.
I I have to go with the parrot.
Okay, do you want to hear the parrot first before you pick it?
Yes.
Okay. He looks and says, "What can I do for you?" Bah! You smoke? Bah! He just
All right.
he,
All right.
he-
I'm gonna ask him if he has any special talents besides being a badass cigar smoking parrot.
he looks at you and says, "I can break into anything, anything. I swear it's it." And he like points his wing at you.
Okay.
This
All
is
right. Sounds like
this is
sounds
due to-
like you can do
Sorry.
exactly what I can do, buddy.
Yeah, I just posted in Age of Iniquity, but it makes me think of Jafar's parrot from Aladdin.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. All right. What about the Tweedledee?
The Tweedletoad, like I said, it's this like tiny ass this like cat like fungus looking creature.
Does it do anything special?
It can. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the fucking sheet. I think I might have lost it. No.
Sorry.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's. I won't lie to you. I stole it from Pinterest, so I'll give credit. But dang, I think I might have lost it. Because I was looking at the
Your
goddamn animal.
history, you probably should be able to pull it back up.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh my god, please just. Because I have a Pinterest thing. Okay, thank you. Please, let me just save the fucking image. Is that it? No, is that it? One more second.
I'm having a lot of fun with this eye thing.
This is it. Okay, that is what you see. I posted it on the Discord.
Oh, that is adorable. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of be like, "What's up, buddy? What can you do for me?"
Oh, that's a
And,
Tweedletoad. I was thinking it was like a cat with mushroom fungus growing out of its head. Okay, my bad.
No, you were so I did like yours as well. It was like that looks so funky and I love it. But I had the Tweedletoad. The Tweedletoad, I know it's got its own stats and some other bullshit. Oh, there it is. It's got the ability must pet, so like it releases a spore that makes enemies docile and wants to pet it. It secretes mucus. It looks like it can shoot out mushrooms that can grow into just random mushrooms that do stuff. So it's effectively like a walking mushroom spore, but part cat.
But it can also incapacitate people who pet it.
Yeah. Any humanoid that starts in turn within 30 feet of the Tweedletoad and can see it must make a DC Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is charmed by the Tweedletoad until the next turn. So you seen the Hypno Frog? This is what this is as well.
All right. I gotta go with the parrot.
And the parrot looks at you and says, "That's it? Just me? Nothing else? I told you I could bring in anything." And there are no guards around, so technically you can take all three if you wish.
I didn't want to be great. I'll take all three. Let's go, new pals.
Okay, cool. So let me wonder.
We're gonna have so many familiars. It's
Yeah, unfortunately for some of them are going to be less useful than others. Give me a second. I'll show you what the face of the python looks like. There you go. That's what his face looks like. For any of you that know what he is, keep quiet about it.
is that okay?
Yeah. Keep quiet about it. Yeah, you have a funky looking python now.
Mm.
She's ugly.
So he wraps himself around your like a belt and kind of like bites his own tail, but he can't. So he like keeps like spinning around your waist, trying to catch his own tail.
All right.
Yep. So now you have him, the Tweedletoad. It kind of like it does that like cat thing where like it like picks up one of its paws, shakes it, puts it down, picks up the other one, and kind of does that, and it just like meanders over to you finally. And now you have the Tweedletoad. And the parrot, it flies around and says, "All right, boss, what you want me to do?"
Go open all these cages. Let all these animals free.
Yeah, he looks at you and says, "You might want to get out of here, boss." He winks at you. You don't want to be caught at the scene of the crime.
Oh, and
he flies off.
and let all the nice little horsies out too. All right, bye.
Yeah, so are you gonna take off your guard uniform? Like, you can see at the door that all the other guards are kind of left. Do you want to wear your guard uniform to the castle door, or do you want to wear it to get in?
I'm gonna take it off, but just keep it in case I need it again.
Okay, you just put it back in your backpack where Chester's currently sitting.
Yeah.
So with your newfound friends, eventually you hear some guards. They like run past you. The house is on fire! And you see your parrot lands next to you, lands on your shoulder and says, "That'll do it, boss. Set them free. Burn the building. No evidence." Oh, and the horses, they're running everywhere. Like you can see your horse, he's smiling away as he's been let free. Okay, and with that, so you have to figure out a name for the snake, for Tweedletoad, and for the parrot, okay?
Sir.
Okay, and with that, we are now making our way inside of the castle. Give me 1 second. So as you guys make your way inside of the castle, you see that it's lit, and you guys are making your way down the stairs. Give me a second. Grabbing all your characters once again.
Whoa, this is huge.
Very.
The
Holy.
money in this place.
Lots of money. Lots of hard-working people died making this place.
I like how
Wow.
our characters are so small, which just makes you know how big the place is.
It's meant for a
Love the
dragon.
color.
Dragon. Of course, all of you make your way inside. One, two, three, four. That's all four of you, and we just grab the rest of you because we have Way who's with us. Way. Oh, I think I covered more fast. That's my bad. There's now two ways: the right way and the left way. um,
He laughs at his own joke. I love it.
I'll laugh. So as you guys arrive into the ballroom, you see the council members. She eventually makes her way inside. You guys can start to see some of the other warlords that have made their way inside of the place. You even seen Queen Da herself, the water domain leader. And you get to see some of the other people. I can let you know who they are if you're asking for anybody in particular. Twig, you do see Levi. He's up on like the banister, kind of like watching everybody, and he's kind of sipping away at some water. So Levi is also present.
Yep, I'm making my way up there. Whoa! 90 feet? 100 feet? Holy mother of pearl.
Like I said, very, very big place. Very much big, much wow. Yeah, so like I said, there's all manners of people throughout this entire complex. Let me just get some of their names going so you guys can actually like see them. But yeah, so now you have all five of the warlords are in the room, and they each make their way around doing different things. You see the Council of Nine. She's actually talking to this old gentleman that you guys know as Covetous.
Ah. Now, does my message work in here now that we're inside?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, now you're now within message range. Okay. Okay, one last person. So you guys can wander around, talk to people, try to figure out whatever. While I just get everything taken care of.
I dragged him more fast, and I kind of blink so that the thing stops with her eyes, and I'm all like, I cannot believe you just did what you did. I'm starting to get jealous. Everybody here gets like a pet, and I don't. And now you have 3 and maybe a horse.
She gets to talk to everybody else's pet, but doesn't get one.
Can I just hold the little Tweedle guy? His little mushroom head is so cute.
Yeah, sure.
Hopefully it doesn't hurt her.
Nah, Tweedle's cool. Like you can literally squish Tweedle and it'll pop back in shape. Like, it's like a fungus at this point.
Is Geshy still big?
I scoop him in my like little wing hand, and I just give him all the pets. He's my emotional pet right now, even though he belongs to more pets.
It blinks with one eye and then blinks with the other eye, like a slow it's barely understanding the blink every so often.
Oh my goodness! I make the meme noise that. And then I walk away from more fast with it.
All right, so you have taken Tweedletoad as your own. Okay. Okay, where would the rest of you like to go and meander?
I think I was gonna get introduced to Ways General.
Okay, so you're gonna go to Governor Shigi. So you guys are gonna go over here to her.
Awesome sauce.
Awesome possum. And then more fast, that just leaves you. What would you like to do? Would you like to go report to Covetous? Would you like to go
Oh,
talk to
yes, I would. Where is he at?
He's up there at the top with the fire one.
Oh, can I shoot Morphast a message to possibly see if he can get access to Covetous's food to make him fireproof but double damage to everything else?
You can send a message to him, no problem. More fast is up to you to do whatever you want with the message.
Got it. I'm gonna reply back and say, yeah, I'm just gonna kill him.
And I will shoot back, do you?
So at that, you guys will each make your way over to a respective. Guess what? Where'd you like to go? I know you walked off a Tweedle, but you can still like go and like do something.
Did I hear this conversation? Like, are we all connected or?
Yes, you can message me. I've opened connection.
Okay. Ask more fast for me if he needs a distraction.
I pass it along.
Yeah.
And I'll pass that back.
A man, so few words. Okay, I still have my bottle of everlasting smoke or whatever it's called, ever smoking bottle. So I can toss that in front, like I could walk in, pretend I trip, drop it, smoke. He stabs him in the neck. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I shoot the mental message that this may or may not be a good idea? Because we're here as guests in a no-kill zone for the warring kingdoms are all in agreement we shouldn't be killing people?
Each one of the
Neon, if she found out, would probably murder you. She cray.
Yeah.
Also, there's Tweedletoad. He's next to you guys one.
Boy, that's a good boy.
Guessing looks like it just started doing some shadow magic shenanigans, just pouring out shadows out of a bottle. With that, we are going to go with Twig. You made your way over to Levi, and you see him. Oh, hey. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I fill him in on everything that we've done since the last time I saw him. And of course, I give him a hug. And I ask him what brings him here.
You see him, he kind of clutches the banister, just like really tightly. He could easily break it if he wished to, but he's not. He's got some form of restraint, and he tells you there's a dragon's egg, and I have to set it free. It has been stolen from its mother and must be returned back to nature. So
I laugh. I giggle. Yeah. About that. I fill him in on the fact that we actually came here for the same reason, but we need the dragon egg or a dragon scale of some sort. Was it Rose's goddess?
For Artemis.
For Artemis. We need the egg.
You see Levi, he like puts his hands up to your face and like kind of like makes you kind of look up at him and says, "Mother told me to get the egg. I have to save it."
Oh.
Ooh.
So, point of contention has been learned. Levi
needs to go.
So Levi needs to free the dragon's egg, but Alfreda needs to turn in the egg.
Yeah. Maybe we can work together. Either that or we can get her a dragon scale. If he needs the egg, we can get the dragon scale. I don't know. I tell him we have to take this up with the group, so I have to relay the message to my friends and then go from there.
He look at you and he says, you know you're my special little twig, and you've always been there for me, but when Mother tasked me to do something, something.
Yeah,
It
I
must be
know.
done. I'll see what I can do about Mother. There may be some repercussions if she's denied this task. And of course, he holds
I'll
up.
take it. I'll take the consequence.
And he shakes his head and says, "No, I have to take the consequence." And he bears his arm towards you, and you see his Gorgon sigil that you and him both know that this is the sigil that says a task has been asked. And he says, "Any fault of this mission would be my own. I would be punished."
Well, can we
So
run it by the group and see what they say? Maybe we might have to go with Plan B.
he nods and says,
We
"Well,
still have to get this egg, but maybe there's a chance that we could get the egg and she can give it to Artemis, and Artemis gives it back to her, and then we could give it to you, and then,
he puts his hand on his shoulder and says, "Look,
I start
I
getting stressed."
know it's difficult. I know I'm putting you in a bind right now with your friends. I do want you to focus on them, though. I will be fine, hopefully." But he just kind of like, he looks off solemnly for a couple seconds and like regains his composure and says, "But besides all that, can I have the first dance with you?" And he offers to dance with you.
Sure.
You see he starts to grow wings on his back. They're animalistic, of course, and you see him start to like flutter up with you in tow, and you guys are kind of like dancing across the ballroom floor, just in the air. And
Okay,
it's
I
the
just
two-
want to tell the group now. I helped make this character. If anybody knows of the singer Corpse and how deep his voice is, just picture that, okay? Okay, cool.
Speaking of music, is the thing in the middle a piano?
Oh, I didn't even notice that. It looks like a grand piano.
No, the thing in
Or
the
is it-
middle, it's a statue. It's a dude on a horse.
Oh, I thought maybe the
Oh.
statue was on the top of the piano.
We're just gonna pretend it's a piano with a statue on top of it.
100%. You guys can do that, no problem.
Can I play the piano?
There, you can play the piano.
Ooh,
Yeah, I play a
entice
nice
us
waltz.
with your music.
I play a nice waltz.
I I joke with Levi. I'm like, so that's my wife.
You
I'm
see him-
multifaceted.
Yeah,
I feel him in on that.
yeah. He looks at you and says, "Good choice." He says, I thought your heart would be mine, but it's fine. I will always be there for you." And he winks at you, just knowing, whatever decision you make, he's cool with.
how-
Okey-dokey. So
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
okay. Is there anything else before we go off to somebody else?
No, I was just wanting to tell the group about that, but yeah.
If you want to send them a quick message, through relaying it through Rose, you can.
Yes.
Alfredo.
Do I need to send it in the
No, you just talk to everybody like you would normally. It's just, and I have to get the Alfreda's character, and then she shoots out to everybody else.
Okay. Got it. Okay, well I do that.
I'll relay the rest.
Okay. Cool.
And then I'm going to acknowledge that Twig is making a great sacrifice because Medusa is her goddess.
Yes.
And as my friend, that she's making that sacrifice, and I understand what that is.
Oh,
It's like,
Levi
I know
does
we need the egg, so either we need, because I want to help him get the egg, because I don't want to piss off my goddess, but at the same time, I also want, if you need it, if not, we need to find a scale or get it. Wait a minute. Jan is a dragon.
Each of the warlords is a dragon.
So we just need a scale. Is it a certain type of scale, or could we?
No, a dragon scale.
Maybe, since I had my little thing with the the Yan, and she seems to be fond of me, I think. Maybe I can ask her as a favor or some
So-
sort and possibly get a scale.
The prize is I get like a minimum prize if I bring back the scale, but I get like this super awesome maximum prize if I bring back the dragon.
Yep, egg. Yeah.
Yeah, but we could have a pet dragon.
But
yes.
we
that's
could
the
have
thing,
a pet
too.
dragon, but I'm
don't
still
know that for
holding
sure.
out that my goddess is gonna gift me a dragon.
We
Yeah,
don't know that for sure, though.
But I
Don't
could-
forget, there's a whole orphanage of dragon eggs.
where?
What's
It-
his name has the orphanage?
Oh, yeah.
When you guys when you guys got to the city, you guys didn't know about the orphanage. Would you like to know its location? Because I assume you just asked around.
Yes.
Yes.
I would. We
Yes.
should all be dragon riders. Yeah.
It's at,
Wait, wait.
it's at the old man's house. That's where the orphanage is.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
If we know about an orphanage with a bunch of eggs, why are we so hung up on this one?
This is the one that's here.
Yeah. Obviously, it's got to be here because Morphast didn't find it in that
And,
place.
You know, let's secure this egg, and if Medusa needs this egg, but we get more eggs, I just have to bring back a dragon's egg, not necessarily this dragon's egg. So,
Yeah.
no matter what, any egg we come across, let's secure it.
Well, I'm still gonna try to get you a scale if yeah.
So
Double
I
the prize.
So yeah, I definitely want a minimum prize, but I do want that
What if-
egg.
What if we got her both? We brought her a scale and an egg.
I thought about that. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I do think of my goddess as generous and benevolent.
We got this, guys. We got this. We can do it. Teamwork.
Yep. So all of you are sitting there. So Levi looks towards you and says, "So, are you gonna help me get the egg or no?" Does your friend still need the egg? Because
My
he
friend
still has
still-
to get the egg here.
So I relay a message back to Rose so she can relay it. So do we want to try to get the egg or
I say we all try to
Scale.
get the egg, and we can work out the semantics of who it belongs to later.
okay, yeah. All right. I looked to Levi and it said, yes, my friends need the egg, unfortunately. So Mama Dusa is gonna have to take a
Yeah.
loss on this one.
He nods and says, "Well, you know how this works. I'm going to get the egg, and like as much as Levi would love to give you the egg, by obligation, like the sigil on his arm, it's forcing him to complete this mission."
I
If that
didn't
makes
relay the
sense.
message, guys. We've got to. Okay, even though I like Levi, he's obligated to get this egg, so it's kind of a race against the clock. We have to get this egg before he does. Otherwise, we're shit out of luck.
Yeah.
That's just how Mama Deuce's sigil works.
Battle plan, anyone?
I do have a bottle of smoke. It's there if you need it.
I could possibly try to ask Jan, but I wouldn't want her to think we came to the palace to try to steal an egg, because I don't want to. Because I don't want to piss her off. Because we've already seen what she can do.
Should we peruse the room a little bit more and like see what opportunities present themselves?
Yeah, like, you guys can still talk around because everybody is here.
Okay, I'm gonna try to talk to
assuming
her.
For the
So
dragon's egg.
Can I make my way over to her, Jan?
Yeah. You can make your way over. We are going
Okay.
to go with everybody else first because we wanted you
Okay, that's
first.
fine.
So
That's
more fast before Twig makes her way over to you. Let's put you back here, right quick.
Oh, sorry.
More fast. You walk up to Covetous and Jan. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna salute him and say, "Covey, my guy."
Covetous, he looks at you and says, "No, it's not. I don't have time for this. All right. Did you get the stuff from how's the warehouse situation going? I heard it went up in flames."
Oh, it's great. Yeah, you don't need to worry about that.
Fine. Thank you. Somebody that's competent. So, You know what's happening tonight. There's an auction happening. I need you by my side to make sure nothing funny happens. Like we have a lot of stuff on the menu that's going on. Can I trust you? And like he waits for your response.
Hell yeah, you can.
He nods his head and says, "Oh, thank you. Finally, just so long since I had good help." And like he hands you this this key ring full of other keys, and says, "This will help you get to the inner workings of the castle to help get to this stuff. That's going to be on sale. When I tell you to, go get the stuff, bring it up here, okay?"
I'm gonna let him know that for some reason my direct deposit didn't go through my bank and I didn't get paid this week, so I'm expecting that.
He rolls his eyes and says, "This always happens whenever we travel. Fine. I need you to roll me 10 D100s."
You are smart. Stealing money.
No, he's greedy.
Oh dear.
Yep. So with that, you see Covetous, he pulls out his personal wallet, and pulls out 5 of these giant tokens that are gold, and says each one of these are 100 each, and then he gives you 7 more tinier ones, and he hands you 507 gold.
Oh,
Thank you, master.
He nods his head and says, "All right, away with you. I have business to attend to."
All right, I'm gonna step away now.
Yeah.
It was 1,000, but after taxes, you only got the 507.
Yeah, so that, you make your way, you're just gonna make your way down some kind of hallway of sorts. So with that, we're gonna go with Alfreda. You're making your way with Way over to She.
I'm gonna follow Way's lead on what is polite and how to greet she.
Yeah, so he walks over, he tells you, all right, remember, she is of the she's a necromancer. That's her cultivation. So she brings back the dead to help serve her forces so the living don't have to perish. Everybody confuses her to be evil, but in reality, she's probably one of the nicest individual here. Like, she would make the perfect person to be the Jade Emperor. And of course, he walks up to remind everybody, each one of these each one of these warlords is trying to become the next Jade Emperor. Some will be better at it than others, some will be pretty bad. At least in terms of how you view things. But with that, he makes his way over to Governor Sheen. He bows, he shows you how to bow in return. And Governor she looks at you and says, my, Way, has somebody captured your heart? And she flutters around, she's not even walking. It's almost like she's flying around, like the shadows are lifting her. And she's like, what is your name? And she's just kind of floating around, you guys.
So I tell her I'm Alfreda. I'm pleased to meet her. And I tell her that Way has done nothing but brag about how benevolent and kind she is and how proud he is to serve her, make him look good in front of his boss.
She nods and says, well, equally to you, madam. It's nice to finally meet you, Alfreda. Way has also talked about you to me. And you see Way, he does the thing where he looks away and he's like, fuck, I've been found. And she holds up your hand. She said, oh, you have a ring already. My, yes, move so fast. But in these times of war, to fall in love is to fall true. And she looks at him and says, what can I do for you? You seem to have coaxed my greatest general. How can I be of service to you?
So I'm going to mention that, me and my friends were sent here to check out the kingdoms and learn about the fine cultures of China and see if she gives me anything. I'll subtly fish a little bit.
She nods and she says, "I understand. Rome, I believe you stated, has been eyeing China, and equally we have as well because we have some trading going on right now. I myself am trying to open up the border so we can get more trade into China. Unfortunately, everybody, she like kind of like rolls her hand around a little bit. I'm not a fan favorite, if that makes sense. Nobody really likes the necromancer. Even though all I've tried to do is be as generous and helpful as possible. Like she recounts stories where like she walked upon two children whose dog had just passed, and it had probably been like a day or two already, and they hadn't buried it yet, so some of its flesh was already like rotting off and everything. And she brought it back to life. And of course, the kids were ecstatic, but the parents saw this in horror and said that, that's not right. The dead should pass when they should, and they killed the dog. Like, unfortunately, that's just how some of these people are. Very superstitious. And she was only trying to help, but you can kind of see, she gives you more examples, like a great plague swept the land and killed all the animals, but she brought them back to like full health, but the people refused to eat the meat because they were still afraid of the sickness, even though she had cleansed it with her shadow magic.
I'm going to try and sympathize with her and tell her that I have some um, necromancer powers of myself, like my vampiric touch, and try to show her that I understand where she's coming from, and give her that comfort that I don't
She
think
nods,
that about her.
yeah, she nods her head and says, "Thank you, finally." So, she looks at you and says, "I see that you brought your party with you. Way's been telling me about them. Are you going to extend your hand towards my plight?" So she's kind of asking you, like, are you on Governor Shee's side right now? Because you guys, even though you haven't like picked a side to support yet, the warlords they kind of want everybody that they can get their hands on. He's
So
like, I know it's your group. A great swing would happen for the people of China. I hopefully, I'm not pushing it, I'm not rushing it, but eventually, once the fire festival ends, people are gonna start fighting again. And she's like, I need all the manpower I can get my hands on, so hopefully they'll extend it out to us.
So I am going to answer as diplomatically as possible that I can't speak for my entire group, but I'd be super pleased to extend some invitations for a conversation so that way they can meet her and get to know her as as I think of her in high regard.
He nods and says, thank you for being most understandable. Just like a shadow, it fits to the person most desired. And, she's like, please, please, you and Wei, you must go have some fun out in the ballroom before the auction takes place. And she beckons you to all go dance or to go talk to any of the other warlords because she says they also are vying for power. It would be rude of me not to allow, you're allowed to go talk to whoever you want. I will not force you.
Um, I take that with kindness and I bow to her respectfully. And who haven't we talked to?
She does mention something right quick before you leave. She's like, I see that letter is sticking out of your pack, and I know that sigil. And she's doing her best to kind of like not look at it because she knows what it is. She
Mm-hmm.
points towards the balcony with the two individuals.
I was just about to say I noticed them.
Yep. She points and says, that is the King Jin of Quinn. And that is his soon to be mistress. Or should I say slave?
Hostage.
Hostage, there we go. Xing. He is his hostage right now. And I believe that letter, if I'm getting my information correct, that might be for her.
Um, I thank
And
her for her advice, and I think I'm going to head that way.
mm-hmm. Wade does look at you and he says, he like grabs your arm, not like like he not forcibly, but he like grabs your arm and says, "Hey, like I I know we've been having a lot of fun right now. Like I know things are going pretty well right now, but that is King Jin. He is of the light domain. Currently, with you interacting with me and my warlord, you are effectively representing the dark. You're not representing the dark, but you've been dealing with us for far longer, so he will take that into account. Like you have my ring on, you have the sigil on your shadow. Like you just be very, very, very careful. Is what Wade wants to say to you.
So I am going to phone a friend and I'm going to ask Geshi if she might want to deliver a letter on my behalf.
Oh yeah. I noticed while playing piano that she was there, and I was gonna talk to her anyways.
Awesome. So you want to swing by and I'll have a dance with my new fella?
Oh yeah, no problem.
Awesome.
You see before you can even get up, Geshwin, that Tweedletoad just starts making its way over towards Alfreda.
I'm going to
the
pretend like I'm petting it and I'm going to sneak him the letter.
Yeah, Tweedletoad, it does the little thing where it picks up its little paw, shakes it, puts it down, puts up the next one, and kind of like does that as it makes its way back towards Geshwin and eventually hands you the letter.
Oh my goodness.
So now I'm going to smile at Way and be like, you know what? Never mind. Let's have a dance.
Yep. So you two are just going to dance, some random place as well. More fast, he went to do his thing. Twig went to do her thing. Geshwin, if you want to, you can now go up to King Jin if you wish.
I take the letter from the little guy, and then I go to Morphast first, and I say, "Thank you for letting me borrow this cute little bean. I suggest you name him Inokatake, like the mushroom, for short."
Oh, I think we should name him Tweedledee.
No, that's a terrible name. And then I walk away.
Do they have shared custody over this toad cat?
I don't think I do.
It's more fast as Tweedletoad, so he can do whatever he wants with it. He's the one that rescued it. You guys would never have known about him.
That's true.
So currently, Tweedletoad is gonna chill out with Morphast, okay?
I guess I go over here. I go up the stairs.
She's doing it the right way.
And then I specifically go closer to her. Oh, maybe I should go around to him because I feel like he would have more power than she does. Okay, so I walk over here behind him, and I bow respectively, and I say, "Hello, King Jin Quinn. I did not know you would be here. I have heard a lot about you."
You see him with his flowing cape of white. The light almost fixated on him from like the torch lights are aimed at him, even though they're just supposed to be random.
Oh my god, I'm rolling
in on him and says, "Oh, he said, oh, finally, somebody that knows of me. It is nice to meet you, my little bird friend. I, as you stated, am King Jin of Quinn. I am in charge of the light domain. How are you?"
I am rolling my eyes deeply, but he cannot see that. Like it's in my head. I do not like this guy at all.
He tilts his head and he says, why must you roll your eyes at me? I've done nothing wrong."
I'm not doing that for how do I explain that? That's in my head. Like I'm not actually.
So you're rolling your eyes at him as like, oh, it's this guy, or?
Yes, but like in my brain, I'm imagining it, but I'm giving him a nice smile.
Okay. In your mind, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure if I said something or did something.
Yeah, I know. I want to stay on good graces with this guy.
Yeah, so he looks at you and says, Ah, thank you. Finally, so that noses me. It's nice to meet you, my little bird friend. And he points towards Queen. He goes, "This is my soon-to-be wife. I just gotta get her to say yes first." And he kind of gives a chuckle, and she kind of blushes at that. Upon him saying that, he's like, "So, have you met any of the other warlords yet?"
I have not. When I saw you guys on the balcony, I knew I had to see and say hello to you guys first.
Yeah. He says, "Thank you, finally. Somebody that doesn't listen to my sister. For she twists her words to make me seem like a brute. For I am of the light, she is of the dark." And he points his way across the room towards Yi. She's like, "Many a tale has been woven so far that I'm a cruel king that doesn't treat his people right. I'm but far the opposite. For my sister, she's of the dark, that necromancy. Ugh, could ever stand such stuff. Why would you bring back the dead? Let the dead rest." And he points towards his wife and says, "See, look at her, glowing with life. Beautiful. She's actually the Jade Emperor's daughter. That's why I seek her hand. I'm courting her right now." So he lets you know that he's courting her right now.
I see.
Nothing about, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're not hearing any words like hostage. Like like you see that she doesn't have any shackles on her. Like she's free to do whatever she wishes. She blushes at his comments as he's talking about her radiant beauty and some other things. And he's like, "Is there anything, I see you have a letter in your hand. Are you trying to hand that to me or to somebody else in the room?"
I jokingly look at the daughter and I'm all like, "And how's the courting going? Are you enjoying that?"
She holds up her hand to like her mouth and she says, "Yes, King Jin is so nice to me. He's been very nice to take me in ever since I got kicked out of the Shadow Kingdom, of the Dark Domain of Shi, and I've found resonance with him. And he's been most joyous to have around. And currently, as he's been telling you, he's been trying to court me for the last year or so. Yeah, she kind of like holds up her cloak to kind of like cut him off, and she says, "I really like him. It's just I kind of want to take things slow, and I know why he's trying to go after me. I am the daughter of the last Jade Emperor, and unfortunately, with my father leaving, that's caused a rift in China, and I know Jin is partially using me as a pawn to up his status, but he's growing on me." And she kind of like, "But don't tell him I said that. He won't shut up." And she like puts down the curtain of like her hand back down.
I bring my
And
arm.
you see Jin was like a foot away from the cloak, and he's like, "I didn't hear a single thing that happened, but I hope it was hilarious."
I bring out my winged arm so that I'm also making a curtain. And I'm all like, "And you sure you're not a hostage? Because I did hear that you might have been a hostage."
She rolls her eyes and says, that must be his sister spreading rumors again. They're always at each other's throats, give or take. One minute he's pushing on her, the next minute she's pushing on him. They're always fighting the two.
DM,
What's that?
DM, do I believe this? Is there any reason for me to think that she might be lying or put under a spell or something?
You can give me an insight check. It's a wisdom check. Just see, or nature, depending on which one, to kind of see if there's like anything up with her.
Okay, would that be a d20 plus my wisdom?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So with that 11, you can see that once again she's not shackled up. He's freely letting her walk around and talk to whoever she wants. Like he's not cutting in. Like he seems to be her own person.
And none
right
of
now.
her facial features is like. Is she like screaming behind the eyes? Like, is there anything?
Nope, she looks like she's
No?
having a fun time here.
Okay, so with my hand still up, curtain like, I take the letter and I'm all like, well, I was told to give this to you personally, so I'm just gonna hand this to you.
As you extend out the letter, you see the king. You see in like a moment of light, one blinding light moment, he's like 20, 30 feet away. And he says, "Oh, I'll let you two talk about that." And he like turns away to kind of give you guys some room.
It's odd.
Yeah, okay. So with that, King he jumps away, and now Queen Xing King, she's sitting there going, "Okay, yeah, hand me the letter."
I hand her the letter.
And you see her with the seal. It was something else before I continue.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt. But I'm gonna hop off early. I'm hungry and I'm gonna make some dinner. Plus, I've got some stuff I've got to attend to. So, there's like 30 minutes left till 8. But y'all can just fill me in next time if I miss anything.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
We'll be able to catch you up, no problem.
All right. Awesome.
Thank you for having us.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Ruby. It's okay, guys. We'll be able to, finish out this session, no problem. The auction won't be taking place tonight. It'll be next session. We're just getting the setup for everything.
Yeah, kind of figured.
Copy that.
So with that, guess when you hand the letter over to the princess?
I sure do.
Yep, she undoes the seal, and you see just an explosion of greenish light envelop around you and her, and you guys are transported to a new location. Give me one
Sorry,
second. Let me see if I
what?
I want to see if I have it right quick. I'm gonna have to go get it right quick. Okay, I have to upload it right quick. Dang it! I thought I had. I'm sorry.
All good, all good.
That's okay. I'm still reeling by the fact that this was a trap.
Almost there. Give me a second. Come on.
Well, at least now I know I can't trust Queen Dai Wei.
You
Well, she
can't or
just
you
told you
can.
about the letter to go find the daughter.
I can't. She just gave me an envelope that was a trap.
Oh, it might be a trap. It might not be a trap. You have to wait for me to upload everything.
You say this jokingly, and then the map is just like a pit of hell.
It could be like, but think about it. It could be like when I meditated with Wei. You know, you just kind of go to this other place and then you come back.
It's my birding instinct to just immediately go to the worst. Oh God,
Yeah.
we're gonna die! Why did I come to China?
TK, does this mean that my mental message is now cut off? I'm assuming she's off plane.
She's off plane. She's in a different plane of existence right now.
Does that mean that
It means you're on your own, boo. Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, what's up?
Would my more fast eye thingy connection work? Or is that also not working?
Roll me a D. Actually,
See? Oh, that's
it
smart.
would work. It would work because you two are connected. That transcends planes.
Hell yeah, I'll save that for later because I don't even know where I am right now.
Yeah, I'm almost there. Almost there.
But it's good to know it'll work.
Almost there. Almost done.
You know, Geshi, I don't know how I feel for you though. That means you have to depend on Morphast being like, yeah, I feel like doing this.
And currently
Morphast
stepped away.
Shit.
Is Morphast too far for me to message?
Yeah, oh yeah, he went. He's somewhere else now. So
All right.
once again, you have to be in the same room to message. That's the awkward part about this building.
Gotcha.
So let me activate the scene so you guys.
Oh,
can
how
see.
Wow.
cool!
Yay.
Ooh.
So with this, the princess and Geshwin have now appeared in this celestial looking esque palace, floating heavens above the world. I'm just trying to grab your character, Geshwin. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Give me one more second. So you guys arrive here and you see the princess. She goes, oh, the gods. And she's kind of like stricken with like this surprise slash a little bit of fear, which I had to talk to her about it.
I'm sorry, the gods, plural?
Yeah, and she's shaking her head a little bit.
Where even is this?
She's like, are we're at the Jade Palace. Like this is where the Jade Emperor himself. This is where he commands.
Oh, this is where your father was?
Yes. And no, like my father is the physical person, the individual you saw. But the spirit of the Jade Emperor himself remains up here in heaven. And so, she's just pointing it out to you, like she's talking about the place. She's like, I was here so often and we did so much.
So what do we do? Do we just stand here and wait?
She's like, we kind of have to wait for Dad to show up. That's effectively what she's trying to tell you. Dang, I'm trying to get his fucking picture uploaded, but it seems to be having a problem.
Then I'm glad I left, to more fast. That's right, more fast. I'm not calling him Tweedledee.
Whatever.
You can call him whatever you want. He's only gonna respond to Tweedledee now, I guess.
No!
He's your pet. I just named him.
So do you want to give Tweedledee out?
Yep, only under the name of Tweedledee though.
Piece of shit. Well, I won't say no to a free pet. Guess it's Tweedledee, but for short.
You could call him Tweety for short.
You're right. We could call him Tweety for short.
Yeah, I think he'll respond to it. He's cat enough to maybe understand that part.
He's such a little dumb little guy. I love him.
Okay, give me 1 second. Finally, managed to get a fucking picture for the dude.
I know I'm definitely just like turning my head around and being like, my God, this place is gorgeous though.
She nods and says, yes, it is a very nice place. You just gotta be a little bit careful. Because I know the Jade Emperor, he got us here for a reason.
I'm not gonna touch anything if that's what you're worried about.
Nah, she nods and says, he's a kind leader. It's just he is the Jade Emperor. And so from the entrance, you see this man in flowing green garbs. He makes his way across and finally he looks and says, my daughter, you've finally gotten the letter. And he looks towards you, Geshua, and says, thank you from among the heavens. You've done a great service for China for bringing me my daughter. And he looks at her and says, all right, come on, back into the palace you go.
Why?
He looks at you and says, well, I'm the Jade Emperor and she's my daughter.
And?
the daughter listens to the father, and he beckons. He's like, "All right, come on." Like she's very, very hesitant about it. She's like, "This is why the Jade Emperor needs a body. He needs a human virtue to help not stabilize him, but it's like he's a god right now that you're seeing. So he needs that human body to tether him, or to kind of temper some of that godlike shenanigans that they have."
I turned to her. I was like, do you want that?
She's like, "No, I can't be the Jade Emperor's vessel. Like somebody else has to be that. One of the warlords has to temper his spirit. That's why I'm trying to get the King Jin to become the next Jade Emperor. It's like, because I don't want to see this happen. I'm tired of it." She's like, "That my father's the one down below, not this man in front of us." And the Jade Emperor's like, "Please, darling, don't talk like that. We are one and the same. Though my mortal body is gone, I'm still here. Just come into the palace." And like he kind of like takes another step towards her, almost like he's gonna like reach out and grab her. And
My arm before he can do it.
you still have the letter in your hand, and the princess looks at you and says, "Just rip the letter. That'll tear us from heaven."
Hold on. Why are you so in a rush for this to happen?
Are you talking to the emperor, or are you talking to the princess?
To the emperor. Like, you do know, if she's your daughter, you do know that she has her own wants and wishes and needs. So why are you forcing your wants onto her?
He looks at you and says, "What does?" And he thinks about it for a second. He's like, "You mortals are like mere ants. Like, could an ant fathom what a human mind goes through on a daily basis?"
I stopped listening when you called me an ant.
Yeah, it's like the Jade Emperor. He's a good person when he has a human host. For if you're among gods, you think like a god. Like just look at where you're at right now. You can see the detachment that he has. Unfortunately,
Definitely.
yeah, he's thinking like a god. And currently, the princess. That's why she wants Jin to be the next vessel to temper this spirit of the Jade Emperor.
Sounds like you're kind of being a little selfish.
And you see the world start to shake a little bit, for the mood the emperor dictates this domain. And he looks at you and says, "Silence. You're just a mere messenger bringing me my daughter. I will not
A mere
have
messenger.
any more of this."
A mere
And you
messenger
see,
that could finish this in a few seconds. I hold the letter like in a way that I could like rip it in a second.
and he hesitates for a second and says, "Fine. What do you want, little messenger bird?"
Okay, it sounds like you have been up in this tower for a little too long and you've forgotten why you rule. So I propose a deal of some sort.
He tilts his head and says, "A deal. I can listen to this."
Okay, it seems like all the warlords down there are still fighting and they are not in any kind of like uh amicable kind of
Now.
yeah, they're still trying to figure shit out and figure who would be rightful heir. So you taking any vessel right now wouldn't be very beneficial because you might accidentally just burn down the city of China instead of making it flourish. So if you are so, what's the word? Wanting to get out of this place to like touch the ground again, I suggest you not permanently, but for now, just kind of use my body instead.
He looks at you and says, "You are not born of dragon. You cannot. Your body would pop the second and even a percentage of my power was to enter your body.
Okay,
He thinks about it for a couple seconds. He's like, but it has been a while since I have been to the ground. That is very true indeed. That's what I seek most. Fine. And he looks at you and says, pick your champion.
and it's gonna be like dragon type.
He says, there are 5 warlords that seek my power. One of them I refuse to give my power to as of right now. And the princess goes, you wouldn't. He's like, I would. You defied me, so I defied you.
Oh
He
my
said,
goodness.
pick 4 of the warlords to send my daughter to. That is not the King Jin. And I will let you go.
Hold that thought, please. I turn around. I activate my little eye thingy. I take out my scribble book and I scribble as quickly as I can for more fast everything that has happened because I need help picking this guy.
Yeah, and no problem at it. I'm trying to end this at 8, if not a little bit before, so we can all, like, we've been playing for a while now, so we'll definitely have this finished before 8. This is the last thing that's going to happen.
Cool.
If you want to.
Yeah, so you're able to read Geshwin's message saying, hey, chilling with the Jade Emperor, with the princess, we're apparently at his palace. Shit's gone up the creek, and something needs to happen. So
I turn around just so that my eye can see the Emperor so that Morphast believes me. And then I turn back.
yeah, Morphast, when you look towards the Jade Emperor, it looks like just green light. You do not see the person himself.
Oh, shoot.
Oh. And I'm just gonna scribble.
Yeah, effectively you blinded him right then, Geshwin.
Oh my god.
And from you blinding him, he blinks, shutting off the connection.
Shit.
So,
Okay,
Geshwin, you have a choice.
I turned to the daughter and I'm all like, okay, he's kind of being a dick and doesn't want to choose your beloved. So if you had to choose one, gun to your head, next choice, who would it be?
You see that she tries to say something. Like, you see her, like, talking. Like, she's like, I know what my choice would be, but, like, nothing comes out of her mouth. Like, she's just talking without words being uttered. You cannot hear her. And
I turn around to the Emperor and I give him a stink eye because I know what he's doing.
Yeah. So once again, you see him. He pulls out aspects of the other governors that appear before you, and he says, "Please, you must pick between the 4."
Okay. Well, I'm not okay. Without metagaming, I guess, because she sees how much time.
You've met the Queen Dog Way. You know how she is. You've heard stories of she. You just met the Council of 9. The only one you have no fucking idea about is John Yu. He's the
Exactly. I know nothing about this guy. I do not like her.
You know he's of the Metal Kingdom. That's all you know of King John Yu.
Yeah, I don't know this guy. I do not like her. She's the reason I'm in this mess. But I know that Rose was talking to this one and seems to get along with the people under her court. So I think Gashi would choose this one.
But you did hear that Jin has been calling his sister a liar because he's been told that he's an evil dude and he's been holding the princess hostage. So somebody had to spread those rumors, and he appropriately thought it was his sister spreading them. So you're getting like a mixed bag of like there's some good in there as you've heard from like how she actually helps out people, but there are the rumors that she might be spreading of her brother. So you got a mixed bag. You got no bag. You have a betrayed bag, and you have Dragon's Fury. You saw but 10, 15 minutes ago.
Am I really going to give this power to a man I know nothing about?
Oh, no power. You're not giving any power. You're just giving the princess, and she will be their hostage.
Oh. Is that what's happening right now? I'm just sending the daughter to someone else?
You're sending the daughter to somebody else, and she will be stuck with them.
Oh.
Effectively, the hostage situation you thought was going on is now happening. The Jade Emperor is going to make one of the members hold on to his daughter. And if they're convincing enough, if the war starts, having the Princess of the Jade Emperor by your side gives you brownie points towards the people. So he's fucking over Jin, putting the princess in a spot where she doesn't want to be, and now he's forcing you to pick a shitty decision.
Oh my goodness, I regret giving this letter out.
Welcome to the politics of China.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I feel like maybe she would be happier with someone who seems to be in good graces with the emperor. Could we really be another man on the throne?
They might overturn some shit.
Yeah, you know what? I'm picking her.
Okay, you're gonna give it to Queen Donna?
Yeah.
Okay. You see the Jade Emperor, he claps his hands and says, "Good. Thank you for making the decision." All the other aspects disappear, and Da also disappears with the princess. And he looks at you and says, "Thank you."
I don't know if you're welcome.
He's like, "Thank you for making your decision. It was very important." And with that, he says, "Now you can go." And he flicks his hand, and you're transported away from this plane of existence, back towards the castle.
Son of a bitch!
Where
Okay, so Geshi, you know what I just realized? You put the letter in your hand in a way that you could rip it at any moment.
Oh my fucking god!
You literally didn't have to give the princess away.
The guilt is gonna eat me alive!
And I was like as soon as you had handed her away, I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
No!
So with that, with the last 5 minutes, we got enough time to quickly do this. When you arrive back, everything kind of happens at once. The King Jin, he sees the princess is gone, but by Da's side, Da, she receives a message from the Jade Emperor in a way that says the princess is now effectively her hostage. And she nods, understanding the situation. The Jin, he like runs up to you and says, "Where is she? Where's my silver lotus? Where is she?" And he can see across. You see him look, and across the room, he spots his silver lotus, and you see him. He starts to get agitated more and more, and you see the scales start to pop up, and he says, "No, no,
I'm a dumb bird.
and this isn't right." And you start to see him start to dragon up before you. Would you like to try to calm him down?
I'm a dumb bird. I'm a dumb bird. I'm a dumb bird. I'm kind of in my own emotional mess right now. I'm not even seeing him.
Yeah, you're just a big old mess. Give me a second. I'm trying to find what his dragon looks like.
Can I notice the commotion and like panically like turn away and be like, what have we done?
Oh, everything has like hit the fan. You see the Jin. he transforms into his silver dragon form. And in turn, each one of the warlords, they all agitate in unison, each becoming their respective dragon. You can feel the heat from the fire one. You can feel the water one start to make things more humid. You see each of the dragons are just getting angry and angrier. Even she, who was once, standing next to you, is now the adult black dragon that's by your side. And even the warlord over here, he turns himself into his adult earth dragon form.
Oh, we are so fucked.
Oh yeah, things are fucked right now. And with that, we're calling it a night. We'll see the aftermath of what happens later.
Awesome sauce. Eddie, TK, do you have a second to hang on?
Yeah.
Sure.
Awesome. Hold on, I'm gonna end recording. Thank you, TK, for an awesome session yet again, and I am terrified for next week.
Absolutely. Now you guys are getting to the thick of it. Yeah, trying to kind of resize this if I can.